All right, guys, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. So if you are a dedicated Twitcher and tuber, thank you so much for reporting to duty. I appreciate y'all. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy motherfucking Monday. I think my gain is up too high, so I'm gonna move the mic away. Happy Monday, guys. So glad to have you all here. All right, so glad to have you all here. The name for Twitch is at the top of the screen. It's Everything with Erica, Everything with Erica. All together, you can find me. It's really, really easy. Thank you so very much. All right, and yeah, if you aren't following me on YouTube and Twitch, like go ahead and do that because why not? It's free. I promise. It's free. All right. So, guys, all right. tap. I'm so tired. I'm trying to think. I'm all discombobulated. It's like always something's always happening on this damn app. Hey, Chris. Okay, guys. Anywho, thank you all so much for being here because you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me. So I appreciate you. So thank you for that. While you are here, let's be active participants. Let's keep tapping that screen, sharing it live, knocking out our gift goals. Doing all of this definitely helps keeps us on the FYP so that we can continue to have these conversations with these Trump supporters. So I do want to thank you all so much for your love, your kindness, your encouragement, and most definitely your engagement. Now, with that being said, Trump supporters, you don't get to ask questions in the chat. All right. Mods that are here will send you a request or I'll send you a request. Get in the box. Get in the box. All right. Don't be afraid. Just go ahead, get in the box. Let's have a conversation. It ain't hard to do. Thank you very much. It's not hard to do. It's not. You're going to learn the lesson of the years that you can yap from outside of the club. So there's that. All right. So Trump supporters, request up. Let's have a conversation. All right. And until one of them decides, to grow a pair, all right, then how about we just talk about some news? That's what we're going to do. All right. Isn't it something that the Trump administration, some way, somehow, couldn't release the Epstein files? Literally said that they didn't exist, then said that they were a hoax, then said they didn't exist again, then they're a hoax. They can't make up their mind on how it is that they want to do anything. All right. And so, but they somehow, some way was able to release the black man's files. They wanted to talk about all the dirt that the Durham administration, that the government, I shouldn't say the administration. Thank you for the glasses. All right. Well, the shades. Thank you. All right. They want to talk about what the black man, first it was Obama. All right. Had them fools talking stupid about during Benghazi. Like we all know what happened over there. Had them talking about that, saying that Obama could have released the files also. I think that's an insane take. That didn't make much sense. That doesn't compute. And now they're releasing the MLK files. They released those with all the dirt about the civil rights icon. So there's that. The Trump administration ain't shit. They ain't shit. Also, guys, if we could, can we drop some hearts in the chat from Malcolm Jamal Warner? That beautiful man. May he sleep in peace. A sad way to go. And he was so young, only 54. Yeah, that was very shocking once I heard that news. Very, very shocking. Your mama's a joke. I'm just going to let you know. I didn't even see your name, but I saw that. Your mama's a joke. All right. Yeah, drop those hearts in the chat from Malcolm Jamal Warner. We'll never forget. Was it Gordon Gantrell? We'll never forget it. We'll never forget it. Also, one of the officers that was involved in the murder, I said it, the murder of Breonna Taylor. All right. The DOJ recommended the 1-day prison sentence. Was it 1 day or 1 hour? It was something ridiculously just disrespectful. And the judge was like, fuck that. All right, here's 33 months. Here's 33 months. Should have been life. It was 1 day. Yeah. 33 months, you're right. Definitely isn't enough. It should have been a life sentence. So it was for Brett Hankinson. He's the one who fired 10 shots during the raid, but didn't hit anyone. Okay. And he was the only officer on the scene charged in the woman's death. I'm trying to understand, how is he the one? He shot out 10 shots. He didn't hit anyone. So the officer that did strike her, all right, did they ever find out where that came from and what became of that officer? Time to look it up. All right, Trump supporters, I don't know why you keep asking questions in the comments when you have the entire ability to request up. I want you to make it make sense. Y'all keep asking questions in the comments on how we been duped. No, the DMs have been duped. Blah 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 blah. However, you have the ability to get in the box. It don't make sense. I want y'all to make it make sense. Like, do that for your girl. All right, get in the box. Stop being pussies and just get in the box. That's all you got to do. That is it. Tis all. Oh, we're gonna do chilies. We're gonna do chilies. There we go. Man, it's only 255 of us up in here, so I'm gonna just say this. I took an edible last night, and I think I still feel it. I think I still feel it. Like, bruh, the fuck? I was like, wow, life is crazy. So yeah. Anywho, moving on. Trump supporters get in the box. That's all you have to do. That's it. If you want to ask questions, you can request up, but you don't get to yap in the comments because you will get muted and learn the lesson of the year. You can't yap in my comments. You can't yap in my motherfucking comments. Request up. I'm a ridiculous person. I do think that edible is still there, though. I need to work on that. Where are the Trump supporters? Do I have a colored hair white woman that want to come up on the panel and be bait? I'll be right back, y'all. I'm going to get yelled at for that. And I'm back. All right, guys. All right. Welcome in. Welcome back. I don't. Oh God. Why am I like this? Anywho, tap the screen, guys. Keep sharing the live. Keep doing all the other good things. All right. Let's see if the Trump supporters grow a pair, have some testicular fortitude. I wonder, like, what it's like for them to yearn, for the attention and affection of a man who doesn't even know that they exist. I would like to. I would love to. I would. Oh, thank you so much for subbing, Jay. I appreciate you. Y'all drop some hearts in the chat for Jay. Granny, I am blaming the edible. It's the edible's fault. Why you think I haven't been on TikTok all day long? Because it's the fucking edible's fault. All right, there you go. All right, I'm self-employed. I talked to my employer, and my employer said that it was okay to take the edible, and so I did. All right. And so as a self-employed person, I took the goddamn edible. Okay, so anywho, guys, tap the screen, share the live. Like, where are the please don't make me say it, guys. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. If I have to say the B word, then it's gonna be y'all fault. Because then y'all gonna be all up in the comments talking about why'd you summon them? Oh God. And then I'm gonna be like, well, I had to do what I had to do. I had to do what I had to do. I did. Oh, they were 10 milligrams each. I took 2. She told me to only take 1, but I don't listen. I'm hard-headed. So I took 2. And it was a lot. It was a lot. Because I don't do that stuff. Like I'm pure. I'm a virgin. So it's like, what? It's crazy. Have I heard of FBAs? Yes, I have heard of FBAs. I've heard of solar energy. It's one of the favorite things that Liv and I like to talk about is solar energy, where you can put the palms of your hand up to the sun, right? And when you push your palms of your hands up to the sun and the soles of your feet, I have on socks, so I'm not going to show you my feet, and I'm not that flexible. So, anywho, you do that, and you just do like this outside, and you get all the nutrients that you need from the sun. That's how it works. Yeah, it's called solar. Solar. Yeah, that's what it's. Yeah, photosynthesis is wild. We're not plants. No, I don't want to co-host. No, get in the box. All right, let me see. Oh yeah, you have to get through the ice wall. Tennis. was talking about that earlier. You have to get through the ice wall in order to get to Hollow Earth. So the ice wall is preventing us from like accessing it or something. I don't know too much about that. I just think it's stupid. I don't know. Like, let's look into that. Since I can't read Quan Mills anymore because apparently he's like bad to women, so I can't read him anymore. I'm gonna have to go for what is FBA? What is a foundational Black American? All right, y'all about to learn something tonight. Since Trump supporters don't want to come up since they pussies, so there's that. Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. Show TikTok that you want to be here. Do something like that. Oh, I have to set a new goal. Okay. I swear to God that edible is still here. This is gonna be a long night, guys. It's gonna be a long night. Forgive me in advance, all right? I apologize in advance for anything that I may say that may be untoward. Thank you,
So
Jana.
sorry.
Hi, sir.
Hi, I'm so sorry. I was tapping away, and
I know that's right. You keep on tapping. Thank you so much for being here.
all right.
All right, have a good one. All right, guys. Yeah, do like him. I didn't see his name. Do like him, but tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. And also, if you are a Donald Trump supporter, get in the box. Request up. All right, let's have a conversation. You're catching me at my most vulnerable. My most vulnerable. It's like you gotta say vulnerable like really hard, or else I won't like say it correctly. Um. Oh, these glasses are from Zelo. Zelo. There we go. MAGA is tax free. I don't know what that means. The fuck does that mean? Is that like slang that I should know? Is that slang? I don't know. I don't know what that means by tax free. I know Zelo it hits every single time. Oh, Trump supporters. It's not a safe space. You all just can't keep yapping in the comments. Also, guys, y'all don't know how my brain works. If I get bored, it's a fucking wrap. So somebody say something funny in the comments, please. I beg. I give you $1. Mar-a-Lago. What about it, Liam? I have to look up Mar-a-Lago too. Oh, guys, I just remembered. We were looking up whatchamacallit. We were looking up what's a FBA. Okay. That's what like that's what we were looking up. Okay. Okay. This is just the AI overview. Uh-huh. I'll give out $1 if someone comes up here and well, like says something funny in the comments, like PayPal or Venmo. What do you have? Let me see here. I don't make enough content, Mr. Ty. Like if I made more content wearing all my different glasses, then maybe okay, I'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. You see how I just went through all those thoughts and those motions? This explains so much about me. Okay. Let's see if this person knows. Hi, Joel. Did you vote for Trump?
Hello. Yeah, 3 times.
3 times. All right. Look at you doing the devil's work.
I swear.
It's crazy. Why'd you do that?
Uh, well, I haven't always been, but I pretty much toe the Republican line now. So,
Why?
um, just my understanding of the Democrat Party and their policies, I'm just very anti Democrat Party, pro Republican.
All right, that's cool. All right, so a quick question. What did you vote for Donald Trump for?
Because he was running against Hillary Clinton the first time, and again, if
So you just don't like Hillary or what? That's confusing.
no, well, yeah, I wasn't a big fan of her, but definitely not Biden, definitely not Kamala. But like I said, mainly I'm pro Republican Party
So you just vote alongside
policies.
party lines. You don't care about policy.
Uh well, no, that the policy is the reason. Yeah, the individual
Then name
liberty.
a policy. What did you vote for Donald Trump for? Other than him just being a Republican, what did you actually vote for?
Low taxes, cost of living, the ability to afford things, uh, the protection of the unborn, things like that.
Oh my God, not the protection of the unborn. Hey, how many babies have you had, Joel?
Like out of my body, I'm not a birthing person. I've not had any.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was just wondering.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. So, why do you care whether or not a woman, a birth giver, decides to abort a clump of cells?
Because if without life, there's no liberty or the pursuit of happiness. It's the fundamental core freedom.
Hmm. Hey, Liv. No, I was asking you, do you want to run that argument that you were trying to run earlier or no?
Oh, sure.
Okay. I want to see it happen.
Hey,
But go ahead.
which? Oh, the AB one or just the one I did this morning?
Wait, I thought it was intertwined.
Well, no, the one of them is just purely about AB and how, like, if he's pro life, it's great. But I'll do the one that's this morning.
Okay.
Have you heard that one?
I heard a little bit of it. I've been out of it. I had 2 edibles yesterday.
Oh,
I
you
know,
were
right?
living.
Shit's crazy.
We'll talk about it later because you
Okay.
got a lot to talk about. I didn't even know about last night.
Mhm.
What's the tea? Um, I don't like that response.
You're gonna laugh when I tell you. Go ahead.
God. All right. So Joe,
Yes, sir.
here's the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that when white men
Oh, here
try
we go.
to resist,
Mm-hmm.
just historically, like since 1950, when you try to resist progression, it has harmed your community.
You said exist progression.
Resist progression.
Okay, go ahead. All right, sorry,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
So when you started to try to regulate women's bodies, what we found is that women became more conservative. They began practicing abstinence, right? So they waited older, right? And once they got older, once you know better, you do better, right? They weren't getting pregnant at such early ages now. Even with Roe v. Wade being a middle ground, you saw a lot of women, like, not engaging in those things. Also, interestingly enough, women had access to finances in the 1970s and access to education, right? The smarter and the more money, the less women were having babies because they said, ew, no, life, I want to live, right? And so what we see today is that your population went from being 90% in America down to 57. And in about less than 10 years, you will be the minority in this country because your
Mm-hmm.
women don't want to, bump private parts with you.
Liv, is that why they trying to force all the ladies to have babies?
Mm-hmm. 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 That, yeah, 1987. John Roethlisberger wrote a book about that. I'll tell you about that later.
Is it the
Here's
birth earth?
here's birtherism. Yeah, not
Birtherism?
birth. It's a birth girth. Birth
Yeah, the
girth.
birth earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's negative for you, right? Whenever you stood in the way of like hating black people, right? It's harmed your communities. For example, in the 90s, during the schmack epidemic,
Mm-hmm.
the 1994 crime bill had things in there to combat the schmack epidemic that the United States government did. But instead of using like the rehabilitation centers, the investment in community, the investment in rehab centers, positive things that we knew would lower drug use and abuse, we were criminalized. Today, there's an opioid epidemic within the white community, and you guys don't have the resources to be able to deal with that epidemic. And the mortality rate within the white community is increasing.
Ooh, live, just in case he didn't hear you. The reason why they don't have the tools available to actually deal with it is because instead of trying to help Black people during the schmack epidemic, they wanted to criminalize us. They wanted to put us in prison.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to put our kids into foster care.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I remember Biden doing the crime
Yeah,
bill.
he did.
Go
He
ahead.
He
did
did
do
Go
do the
ahead.
crime
he
bill,
he
baby.
did the he
Go
so
ahead.
he did the Violence Against Women's Act, and I think we
Exactly.
all can agree with that, right? He didn't draft that bill. That bill was drafted by Republicans. Matter of fact, the 6 omnibus crime bills that paved the way to the 1994 crime bill were all drafted by Republicans. Okay, there were 6 of them going back to 1968. You can fact check me on this. We first militarized the police with leftover munitions from Vietnam, and that was the omnibus crime bill of 1968. And there's another one in the 70s. There's like 3 in the 80s, and then the 1994 crime bill, right? All Republicans, right? And then when we look at that mortality rate, unaliving among white men, self-unaliving, self-deletion, is at an all-time high. Drug use and abuse, all-time high. The mortality rate among white men specifically, you're unaliving yourself faster than any other race.
Live. You're giving him a lot to think about, buddy.
I know.
Like,
this is the other part.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the last part, and this is the part
I was
that's going
trying
to
to
bring
help you, Joel, but you know.
This is going to be the worst part.
I have not heard a pro argument for unaliving babies. So go ahead.
I can give you that too, but I'm talking about just in general
justify
the Republican vote.
I'm waiting for you to justify it. Go ahead.
Okay, I will do that too. Would you like to go to abortion? Or would you like to hear this last one? Because this last one is a doozy.
Yeah, please send it.
Okay,
so
throw it out there, Liv.
The majority of the white population is over the age of 65. The average age of white America is like 50. You know, that over the next 20 years, you guys won't be in positions of power. The majority of people, millennials and under, right, are brown and black people, meaning that within the next 20 years, that we will be in positions of power, right? Okay. And also, unfortunately, there aren't enough college-educated white men or white people within our society to be able to drive GDP in this capitalistic system. We are going to rely on black women and people of color, right, to be able to drive this country into the future, because white men won't have the qualifications. All because you just hated black people, women, and queer people. That's what the Republicans got you. So that's my whole thing about like why I can't stand Republicans. But if you'd like to, respond and say some things, I've been talking for a while. I apologize, friend. But that's just just the facts.
Yeah. Well, firstly, I mean, since you brought race into it, I believe protections, especially protections of the unborn, extend to all people. This country's foundation is life, liberty, pursuit of happiness for all people. It's that we are all made in the image of God. We all bear the image of God, black or white. So that's why you protect, especially the unborn, those who can't speak for themselves. But since you're throwing a lot of hate, you brought race into it. I will say that if you understand history, you'll know that Democrat Party is the party of slavery. They are the party of the KKK. They are the party of Jim Crow. They are the party of Margaret Sanger, which is the mother of the abortion movement.
It's like they'll never understand party versus ideology. Go on, continue, Joel.
Yeah. So when you look at all these things, and that's what I was trying to explain to you when I said, I just kind of toe the Republican line. The more I understood about history and policy, the more I understand that the Republican Party, the founder being Abraham Lincoln of the Republican Party, is the party.
When was the Republican Party created, sir?
Abraham Lincoln created the Republican Party.
But when
he was president, when he started.
How did he run as a Republican and then started it when he was a president? I'm confused. This is just a pop quiz moment, Joel. Just pop quiz.
Okay. All right. Well, what's your point? Is he not? Did he not start the Republican? Is he not the father of the Republican Party?
No,
he's not.
Okay. Then who is? And how does that change any of my points?
Have you ever heard of Alvin Beauvais and Henry Raymond?
No, I haven't.
You haven't?
No.
All right. Have you ever heard of the year 1854?
Yeah, it was right before 55.
Yeah, right. That's when it was founded.
it transitioned from the Whig Party, bro. It was the Whig Party, and the Whig Party came up going back to the Jeffersonian.
Okay, so Henry Raymond founded the Whig Party. Is that what you're saying?
It wasn't just Henry Raymond. It was Horace Greeley. You had Francis Blair, Alvin Beauvais. Right, they were the founders and the supporters of the Whig Party. Just similarly, how in the 1940s you had the Dixiecrats remove or divest from the Democratic Party. That's what the Republican Party was. Now look, I'm not touching the race conversation. I was specifically talking about policy and
What do you
ideology.
You brought race
And so,
into it. You brought race into it.
No. What I'm talking about is the ideology.
You know
You
you
went on a
can't say
stump
black.
speech
You can't
about-
say black or you can't say white, Liv, because
You
if
went
you
on a
say those
stump
words, you're
speech
bringing race into
about
it.
But
about
listen,
the
I know,
existence of
but
white people.
Erica, I wasn't talking
Showing-
about
showing
necessarily
your
like
racism.
race.
I
Like
know
racism.
that. The chat
I was
knows
talking
that,
about
Liv.
okay, I was just talking about progression. And like I mentioned women, I mentioned queer people.
So much you mentioned.
Yes. Okay, look, let's
So
just
much
go back to abortion. I'm not gonna
intersectionality
touch this.
happening.
Can I just run him through this abortion thing just to because I think he's a good man. Are you a good man, Joel, right?
Yes, sir. I am.
Yeah. Are you a good man?
I would say nobody's good. Jesus
Well,
said no one's
do you
good.
think no, okay, I understand that. But what I'm asking you is do you try to be a good man? Do you try to do the right thing?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's you're a good
wait,
man.
Liv,
Brother.
before you ask him any more questions, I want to ask Bama. Hey, Bama, are you a Trump supporter?
No, I'm currently not.
Did you vote for him?
No, I did not.
What do you mean? No, she currently not though. What do you mean by that?
I can't vote.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, do you plan on being a Trump supporter tomorrow? I didn't know what you meant
No
by it.
time soon.
Okay. All right, love. Well, we're only looking for Trump supporters, so thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. Have a great night.
So,
All right.
Al, do you know that you have to have sex to have a kid?
Was that for me?
Yeah. I mean, Alvin, I'm looking at something. I'm so sorry. I'm reading something
His
too.
name is Joel.
Joel, I'm looking at okay. Anyways, apologize.
Yes,
I was reading something else and it just came out.
I have two children. Yes, thank you.
Yes. Okay, great. So you understand that, right? Now, if your partner, hey, said in the middle of you engaging in the horizontal tango, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, stop. Would you stop or would you keep going?
So I'm with my wife, and suddenly she's like,
Not
"Stop."
even your wife.
Okay, I would say
I don't want to make it personal.
yes. I would probably be like, "Oh, what's going on? What is wrong?" Yeah.
Would you stop?
Is the
Or
question.
would you keep going?
Yeah, I would stop.
Okay, good. Because I said you're a good man, right?
Yeah.
You understand that you have your body and she has her body, right? And then if she tells you to stop, right, Joe?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. You was to lose your life. Would you still stop or would you keep going?
So if I stop, I lose my life.
Hypothetically.
Yeah, that's a major hypothetical. No, I probably wouldn't. I mean, she would have to give me a really good reason.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. So if push against the wall, you would grape some more.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to even say about this. All right, my job is done here.
Yikes.
That is terrible. That was like
Bro, like,
You
listen,
walked
watch
right
this,
into
watch
that
this, watch
shit.
this.
You
the
walked right
line.
into
The
it.
line from A to B was such a leap. You're
It's not a
saying
leap.
because I'm a rapist? Like, oh, come
Well,
on.
no,
Like,
it's a hypothetical. It's a hypothetical.
Yikes.
Again, I told you I don't want to make this personal, right? What I specifically
was that really
asked.
your best argument to unalive?
Listen, it's no point. It's no point to even continue to go because
So
you're pro.
Well, Liv, come on.
Is that
Pro
really the
violating.
best one you had?
I'm not going to say pro grape. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say you're pro infringing upon someone's bodily autonomy.
Look, okay.
Okay, I don't believe that people's bodily autonomy should be infringed upon.
What about the child's?
Okay, now we get to the crux of it. Because I believe
This is like
that
such
it is a
childish
baby. I
stuff.
believe.
Like that's already been debunked.
Listen, I believe that it's a baby.
Okay.
I believe that it has a right to life.
All right.
Right. I believe that those rights start 2 weeks prior to the woman even having the SES, the Horizon Tango. Okay.
Okay.
That's when I grant these rights. I don't grant them at conception at all.
You said 2 weeks prior to?
2 weeks prior. When you make the date and you get that text message, absolutely. It is in fact
Bruh.
a baby. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Chat, just trust the process.
yes, it is.
Just-
Now,
Just
I
go
grant
follow
all
him.
of the moral and legal entitlements that it is to be a human being, bodily autonomy, right to life. You would agree with me, right, Joe?
Yeah.
All right. Now, what I don't agree with is giving it an extra right to a woman's body, right? Because she also has human rights. A lot of conservatives don't believe that. So if I grant that the baby has the same rights as the mother, the baby doesn't have a right to infringe upon the mother's resources without the mother's consent, right? So, like, for example, a mother can say, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant and I want to have this baby. She would allow for that infringement of her bodily autonomy, okay? But if she says, no, I don't want this baby, right? And the baby continues to utilize her resources against her will and consent, that's a violation of her bodily autonomy, okay? And so
Hold
the
on,
same,
Liv.
yeah.
Hold on. Hey, Daniel. All right, you were sent a request 2 times. All right. You just learned the lesson. You get to yap from outside of the club. You don't get to talk. Hey, Declan. All right, you don't get to yap in my comments. Keep that shit to yourself or come say it on a panel. Appreciate you. Get in the box. All right, go ahead, Liv.
Yeah, that was it. That's it. Like, look, I don't grant the extra positive right, and I can't find a conservative that can actually show me why we should allow for this infringement on a woman's rights.
Why should we allow for the infringement on a woman's rights, Joel?
Why? So I wouldn't call a blessing of a and miracle of a new life an infringement. It's not a virus. It's a.
Well, I didn't say that
literally
it
a
was an
parasite.
infringement. I said it had a right to life. I said it was human.
Right.
Yeah,
Also,
I grant all of that. I think it's a baby.
You talk about consent. The time of consent occurred during sex. Like that's.
Well,
that is
unfortunately, no, because a woman can't consent to a biological process. Watch this, Erica. Watch this. Pause your heart from beating. Do it.
I can't.
It's a biological process. You know what I mean? Here,
I
watch
tried.
this. Have you ever like was like, oh, and like tried to like control being sick and be like, okay, I don't want to be sick today, and then you close your eyes, and then all of a sudden you're not sick anymore?
Yeah, it didn't work.
No. When you first become pregnant, right? You go through this thing called like sickness, morning sickness. You know what I mean? It's a biological process outside of her control.
Yep.
So she can't consent to that. You know? Her digestive system, she can't consent to that. I can't consent to that.
Hold on one moment. Hannah, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay. Well, I gotta go to the store anyway. But I think I kind of made the point here.
You
Erica.
did.
Yeah, like it's an infringement. I don't see, and then unless Joel, you can give me an argument to why we should allow for women to have their rights infringed upon, right? To grant this extra positive right to the fetus, I'm just gonna have to disagree with the pro-life stance because I believe it would have negative outcomes for women. Erica, quick question before I go on mute.
Yes,
Hey, do we see in the United States any negative impacts of like pro-life stances to substantiate what I just said?
Yes. It's many. Yes, many. We could talk about the many women who have unalived due to not being able to have access to reproductive health care, such as things like a DNC, of all things, while suffering miscarriages, because it's not all about just choosing to abort a fetus. So there's that. Also, the rate of abortions has actually increased since 2022 from states that reported. We've seen an 11% increase thus far. So it's actually having the opposite effect of what it is that you all wanted it to do. Women, especially the white ones, are having even less babies now. Yeah, so there's that. All right, Joel. I don't think that other than like you just want more babies, do you actually have any reason as to why you want to, why you are pro-life? Because like, do you believe in like free healthcare for all?
I mean, I think that would be great, but it's just not realistic. So what you have to do in order to get free healthcare is you have to use the government pew, point it at somebody's head and say, give me your money, And so we're
No,
gonna
you don't. You just raise taxes. That's it.
okay. And how do you?
Literally.
And what happens if people refuse to pay taxes? How do you get that money from them?
Don't people refuse to pay taxes now? What do you think is gonna be an mass, like an exodus of people not paying taxes?
Right.
Like,
And
what do you think is gonna happen?
how do you get that money from? How do they enforce getting the taxes? Do you know? You know
In the same way people pay taxes right now. What do you mean? What do you mean enforce it? It'd be literally the same way that people pay taxes right now. I'm confused.
you
I'm
do it.
actually confused.
You do it with.
Why are you trying? Why are you making this
I-
such a
I
fatal
will-
thing? So
I will-
fatalistic.
Oh no, I'm not saying it ends up being fatal. I'm just saying you need powerful people with government pew with the long arm of the government to enforce that. So if you're saying
Why do we have a long arm of the government right now enforcing people to pay their taxes? Like, make it make sense.
yeah, you do you I'm saying that's
We
required.
do.
Yes, you have to have
We have the IRS, right?
right.
So are we not going to have the IRS, like if taxes were increased so that people could actually get free healthcare? I'm confused.
But
I am confused now.
Yeah, but what you're saying is raise the taxes to whatever dollar amount you know is required to pay for everybody's health care. And in order to do that, you have to say, you guy over there, give me your money. And when I think of someone's money, their money is their time, and their time is their life. And you know, I don't know. I don't know if that's any better. Would it be better if we lived in a society where everybody lived in cohesion and contribute with one another? Yes, but I don't know if using the government pew is the proper way to fix that. I don't think God wants. I think God wants you to give that up freely. He doesn't want you to
Matthew 25:31-40.
What does it say?
You don't have to increase taxes by that much.
Also, I forget the verse right now because I'm teleporting. But pay Caesar what Caesar was what is due to Caesar.
Yeah.
Give to
Pay
Caesar
unto
what is
Caesar.
for Caesar. Give
Yes.
unto Caesar. Yeah. So like, yes, he's like specifically says that, and that's the red word. It's not like a prophet speaking in the breath breathed word of God. That is Christ saying that himself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I think
mean-
that's out of context. That's not saying, okay,
It's
well,
not.
give all your money so that you can pay for somebody's health. That's not what he's saying there. He's just
Well,
saying,
But you be paying
he's
for
saying-
your health care too.
and
I'm gonna.
I think he's confirming. I think what you're saying is confirming my point.
Right.
It's saying give it up voluntarily, but it's not you coming in and saying that person needs to give me more. Give the community. That person needs to give the community more money, or else. That's not what that is.
Do you have you're
that
a Christian,
is saying
right?
that is saying
Christian,
you
right?
give to Caesar. That's not saying make him give to Caesar.
You're a Christian, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. You have your Bible with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Matthew 25:31-40. Let's read it. Just read it. Also, I just want to go point this out that I don't want to make this a whole long drawn out thing. I just want to like read this thing, and like it's going to really sum up what I'm saying, right? But also, I want to remind you that 1 Peter 3:15. Always have a defense mounted for the hope you have in your heart, right?
Right.
So that means that if we have this conversation, we have it based on what the scripture says and through scripture. Yes?
Okay.
Okay, great. Matthew 25:31-40.
Okay.
And then after this, we can go back to the actual economics of it, because the tax increase actually wouldn't be that much on the middle and the working class. All right. And at the highest, of course, it'd be those who make over $500,000. So we do need to talk about this, because I think you're exaggerating the point, Joel. Continue with Bible study.
I don't think I am. I think I understand what you're saying. Yes, it would be great if we lived in a community where we all took care of one another, and everybody was. But Jesus also said the poor will always be with you. So I don't know what to make of that. There's nothing I see in the Bible that says I am to make this person do something. That to me is
that's not what's being said. So also just read it. Read it. Why don't you want to read it?
Do you want me? I didn't want to know if you wanted me to read the script. I have it right here, 25:31-40. When the
Yes,
Son of Man
sheep.
comes in his glory and all the angels with him, he will sit on his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people one from another as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will put the sheep on his right and the goats on his left, and the king will say to those on the right, come, you blessed of my Father.
Are you reading to the class or are you reading to yourself?
Take your
If you're,
inheritance.
if you're reading to the class, please
I-
enunciate.
I didn't want to bore y'all. Okay.
No,
Just read
this
it.
isn't. It's not.
Then the king will say to those on his right, come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. Then the righteous will answer him, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you? The king will reply, truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Yes, I am familiar with that passage.
Yes. Yes.
But
And so
tell me
when he
where,
said
tell me
that,
where in that you translate that to mean
All
the
right.
government
I think
needs to make
Hannah wants to
somebody
say
do
something
something.
soon. So Hannah, you can go next. Go
Tell me,
ahead,
tell
Joel.
me
Finish
where in
it,
that.
Hannah.
Tell me where in that you translate the government needs to make people give more money to
22, 16 through 22, but Hannah got to go first.
All right. So
Sorry, guys. Sorry to interrupt quickly.
okay.
I'm just confused how we went from an abortion conversation into Bible study. I don't actually think anyone in this conversation knows what they are talking about because straight away everyone
Not with the
went
insults,
into
like
a Bible
that
study.
last part. One needed.
Just very confused.
Hannah, I would just say this, and
It
you
wasn't
get I'll
needed.
let you have before I'll leave. Hannah, I would just say this: without God, there's no reason to care about the unborn. There's no reason to care about anybody.
so God wasn't pro-life. Since you're about to leave, I'm just gonna rip this band-aid off. God wasn't pro-life. He wasn't pro-life in 2 Kings when he sent 42 bears to unalive 42 children. He wasn't pro-life when he unalived the Amalekites and their children and their women and enslaved them and made them concubines of the Israelite people. He was
Didn't he
never
kill some of
pro-life.
his firstborn sons?
Yes,
Okay.
he was absolutely never
I
pro-life.
remember that.
Okay, that we need to rip that off. And furthermore, not everyone is Christian. So the idea that you would come with this Christo-fascist rhetoric, palingenetic ultranationalist rhetoric, the rhetoric of a Yahtzee is absolutely asinine to me because it's a disrespect to it's disrespectful to my faith. There has never been a time in the Bible where it said that you should not look out for your neighbor. Matter of fact, Christ specifically says, "Love your neighbor as yourself." The only thing that he put above that is that you should love God, right? And so when we're talking about when Christ lived, and to be a Christian and to walk with Christ, when Christ lived, he healed the sick and gave sight to the blind. He didn't ask or force people to give money. He said, "Do it." When he traveled, doors opened for him. That's a housing program. Okay.
Okay,
He
so
fed the
how did this
5,000.
happen?
He fed the
How did this
5,000.
happen?
He didn't charge people
You
for
look-
that. So the argument
Hold
that you're
on, Hannah.
making, is absolutely asinine. And to you, Hannah, I have forgotten more than you've learned in your entire life. I've been on this panel with you, and you've been quiet, right? And I still know with the few words that you said that you're not equipped for this conversation, right? I'm not the one that's moving the goalposts. Erica isn't the one that's moving the goalposts. It's John. It's John's dumbass. We're just letting him do it. Joel, whatever. I don't know what these bigots' names are. Nor do I care about Albus, Joel, John.
You're the one who brought in
I'm literally
race.
gonna forget about him.
You're the one who brought up
when
race.
he drops.
You are
You know
the
what I mean?
bigot. You are the bigot.
Listen, there's
You're
no
the
way
one who brought up
no,
race.
I'm not.
I didn't say a thing about race, and in fact, I said protect all
Why are
races.
you afraid
I
of
protect
talking
the
about
unborn.
race?
Margaret Sanger.
Why
Why
are
are
you
white
afraid?
folks afraid of talking about race?
Yes, and also Margaret Sanger
I'm not
passed away.
afraid to talk about it.
Margaret Sanger
Yes, you
passed away
are.
years
You are
before the first
promoting
abortion happened.
racist eugenicist policies
Eugenicist. That's
created
crazy.
to yeah.
Oh,
Boo.
you said you were gonna drop.
Do you know what Planned Parenthood
You
actually
have not
does?
made any good points. You were like, "Oh, would you
Well,
stop? You're a rapist." You don't.
Joel, lock in, Joel. Joel, focus.
Yeah.
Joel.
Okay.
Let's come back.
He's the one who kept changing the subject, and he was about to run away when he realized, oh, this is a stupid argument I'm making.
Santana, you got bars.
Sorry, guys.
Hannah, I'm going to get to you in just a moment. It's a lot
No,
going
hey.
on, guys. Hey,
All right,
my ADHD can't handle this. One
I had a
person
good
at a
time
time.
chatting with you guys.
Hold on, Joe.
Hey,
Joe, 1 second.
Come like my
Joe,
channel.
Joe, 1 second. I just wanted to say before you go, read Ezekiel 30. Hold on, Ezekiel 37, 26. Hold on, I'm sorry, I might be getting.
Boy, yo.
Yeah, Ezekiel 36, 26 through 27. You were talking about free will, and basically God doesn't give people free will. Like if you follow the Bible and you really follow your religion, and I thought that's where Liv was going, but Ezekiel 37, 26 and 27, one of the two. Anyway, I said it backwards. I got bars. I'm gonna drop, but I just wanted to make that point because you're talking about like free will and all this other stuff, and that's not what God believes in.
Ooh,
Okay.
Interesting stuff. All right, thanks, bro. All right,
So-
and so
All right.
much just
All right,
happened.
guys.
Hector, did you want to say anything to Joel, or you came to hang out? Say the last
Yeah, I'm going to say this real quick, and I'll make it. Shit, hold on. Okay, so Matthew 22:16 through 22. The verses go over some people that are trying to play your boy Jesus, who's a brown Palestinian man, whatever. And dude came up and said, "Hey, so that'll be it. Thank you."
What?
And dude was like, "Hey, what do you think about these laws and stuff, and rendering not rendering, giving Caesar like tribute? What do you think about paying this man?" So then he asked him to give him a coin, and he said, "Who's on that coin there?" And he said, "Caesar." And he said, "All right, here on this earth, render unto Caesar this which is Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God." Because they tried to play him and saying, "Hey, Jesus probably is not a fan of paying taxes, because taxes would be outside of his kingdom, outside of his realm, if he is who he said he is." But even Jesus was like, "No, you're on this earth. This is what your money goes towards. You pay your fucking dues. If you have an issue, you can go somewhere else. So while you're here, do your shit." And especially if those Jews that you would be paying align itself with helping people, guess what? I sincerely doubt that God gives a damn. So you can sit here and try to misalign that verse how you want to and talk about context. There's the context for you.
Okay, I still don't think that justifies unaliving babies, but okay.
It's a completely separate conversation. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I have a question.
Yeah, okay. I was being a little facetious there, but yeah, no. So okay. I hear that the other guy said that same scripture. Fine. He's saying, when you have taxes due, give it to Caesar. So that's fine. But if you're saying, okay, well, let's continuously raise the taxes, and I don't know if that's the right answer. I don't know. I don't know.
When it comes to things like providing health care, so a single payer system, again, the taxes won't increase by that much. Like, for example, in the income range of 75,000 to 150,000, you probably see like a 7.5% increase in your taxes based off of study estimates. And also, like with the 30,000 to 75,000 range, you probably see about 4%. And so it would actually end up saving families money, because let's say if they're paying, let's say, an extra $5,000 a year in taxes, but their premiums cost $10,000 and they no longer have to pay them, then how much money do they net? Joel?
Yeah, well, you're assuming that the government's going to do better with the money than my community would do, than your community would do.
Though.
No, you think the government works?
We've seen it
well?
work. We've seen single payer systems work before. I mean, we have Switzerland, we have Sweden, we have we have Norway, we have Finland. There's a lot of countries that do a single payer system. And the majority of those companies operate on a democratic socialist government. So there's that.
We can even talk about the 60s through 90s and stuff before the price even went up. Like, no, we didn't have anything of like universal health care, but the higher the taxes were up, we had better health care before everything became extremely privatized. So what are we talking about? We can literally look back at history. We don't even have to go to other countries, but other countries do it better.
There's that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm skeptical of.
Why are you skeptical though? because the reason why I ask you, why are you skeptical? Because in order to have an opinion about something, that means that you know about it. And so, well, I'm going to assume that you have an informed opinion. I got to stop assuming. People been letting me down a lot lately. Shit.
You're referencing, homogenous communities like Finland and Switzerland.
What do you mean by
we-
homogenous?
we're-
What does that have to do with it? What does that have to do with it?
People that are,
Because I know Canada ain't
it
homogenous.
has a lot to do with it. It has a lot to do with the fact that, case in point, I came on here talking about abortion, and the one panelist
actually
immediately
said a lot
turned to
of
race.
stuff. He didn't
And
turn
the
to
one-
race.
your
He
one
was
panel- the
mentioning a
first-
lot of different
The
marginalized
first
groups.
reply
He didn't
was
turn
he
to
was trying
race.
to demoralize white people and saying, "Well, you guys aren't going to
Christ.
exist in a while." So case in point, we're
Your birth
not.
rates are
it's
down.
Well, that's fine. That doesn't bother me. I'm not in
Honestly,
it
it
for
does
this.
bother
Isn't
you if
like,
you're pro-life. Supposedly, I think you're pro-birth, but you're pro-life, obviously for a reason. Because how does it impact you and your household other than being in the negative? Because
I'm in a Christian. Me and my
Your
wife go to
wife?
church and we love our children.
What state are you guys in? Just a
We're in
state.
the Northeast.
Okay, so you're
We're
in
in
a
the
state that
Northeast.
likely has AB, that protects ABs. So if your wife, she doesn't have to worry about a heartbeat law or anything like that, huh?
No, I mean, it wouldn't matter. We have our kids. I think that's the best way forward. I don't think unaliving kids has helped any community. If you want to tell me that has helped, if that has helped any community in America, show it.
6,000%. 6,000%. The termination of fetuses, particularly in the Black community, has helped Black women pursue their education. And now they are the largest demographic of people in the country with college education.
Yeah.
So you're saying that's your benchmark is college education versus having a stable household with
College education can help lead to upward mobility. So there's many factors taken into play. I want to kind of go
So
back
you're
to
saying
something though.
the problem
Said
solved.
something along the
You
lines of
have.
that you and your wife already have your children. Do
Are
you
you
know
saying
the
you
do
can't
you
even
know which
can't even afford a
demographic is
home on
the
your own
most likely
anymore?
to actually get an abortion?
Say again.
Do you know
The
the
demographic?
demographic? Yeah, that's most likely to get an abortion.
Are we talking about per capita, or are you just doing numbers? Because there's America's like 80% white, so it's probably going to be white.
See, here's
That's
you
so
making it
bad.
about race. Demographics exist in many different ways. I literally just said demographic. You automatically went to race. Why are you making it about race, buddy? No.
Well, it's not
The
going to be man
demographic
or
is going to
woman.
be
It's got
married
what's the
women.
demographic?
It's going to be married women.
Oh, okay.
It's
All
married.
right.
So married women get abortions also, Joel. All right.
All right.
Think about that. All right.
Again,
No,
I
you
don't-
said you
I
and your
don't
wife
think-
already have your children. However, what if you have that oops baby? All right. That one that comes along when the youngest is 18, that oops baby. All right. And your wife has to make a decision on whether or not she wants to be an empty nester or if she wants to start all over again. And boom, she wouldn't be able to. Or what if she suffers a miscarriage, God forbid, and she doesn't have access to the DNC that she needs to clear out the remaining fetal tissue and she gets an infection and unalives? Like, these are things that you have to think about, Joel, but you're so closed-minded in the fact that you just want control over what the next person does with their body. You didn't give any thought to that. Because my Christian beliefs are so much more important than everyone else's.
That's not true. That's
To
not true.
the
This
hell
is
it
a
ain't.
this is something you aspire towards, that you try and commit and get people on board to voluntarily. I can't hold a pew pew to someone's head and say you better do this, but this is something. This is
That's
a
literally
cultural
what's
shift.
happening to women, though. That's what's happening to women outside of the Northeast because the states in the Northeast have the protections available.
Nobody
Georgia doesn't.
is becoming unalive because of a pregnant. Nobody.
I know you didn't just say that out your mouth, right? You didn't just say that, did you?
Nobody.
You just said nobody is
did
becoming
absolutely say
unalive
that.
because of a pregnancy. Are you freaking
No, because
kidding me?
because of abortion laws. Nobody.
That is
That's
bullshit. Oh my God. Let's
I
run it
know
down. No,
exactly
baby.
the
Let's
case.
run it down. Let's run it down.
I know
All right.
exactly
We're
the
gonna
case
go.
you're
We're
gonna
gonna
quote,
go
where
with
it's like,
Texas. We're gonna go with Gisela
this was a
Barnica and Nevaeh
malpractice.
Crane.
This was
Both died
malpractice.
days after having
Which was
waiting for care.
malpractice.
Hey,
It had
Joel.
nothing to do with the law.
Yeah, it did have everything to do with the law, because in the state of Texas, if the fetus has what they say is a heartbeat, which are typically up until between 12 to 14 weeks of gestation, are friggin' just electric shock waves going through the body. Typically. All right. So in the state of Texas, if they have what they consider to be a heartbeat, they will not remove the fetus from the woman's uterus. They just won't do it. Gisele literally had her uterus hanging from her body. She waited for care for over 40 hours. 40 hours. And the doctors in the state of Texas at the hospital that she was at did absolutely nothing to help her, because they themselves, based on Texas law, were afraid to assist her, because if they did so, they could be brought up on charges of fucking murder. All right, because that's how Texas has it codified within their state laws. So yes, this one particular woman, amongst hundreds more, has died due to abortion laws, Joel. All right, that's just Gisele. We can talk about Nevaeh. We can talk about Amber Thurman. All right, we can talk about so many women. Like, Joel, be fucking for real. They just used a woman in the state of Georgia due to their no heartbeat law as a freaking human incubator. She was clinically dead, like clinically brain dead, medically brain dead. Yes, Adriana Smith. Thank you all. She was brain dead. And guess what? They hooked her up to machines because she was what? She was 6 weeks pregnant when she came in. No, she was 9 weeks pregnant when she came into the hospital. So complaining about a headache, and they just gave her some fucking Advil and told her to go home. And then her partner finds her unalive, like basically dead, unable to breathe next to him, and they have to take her to the hospital. And instead of letting this woman go peacefully and just letting her family, mourn their loss, no, they keep her alive for another fucking 6 months. Another 6 months as a human incubator, giving birth to a child that she didn't even give birth. A child, a fetus was cut from her womb. No choice. That wasn't her choice. It wasn't her next of kin's choice. You don't care about actual life. You don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't want anyone to suffer in that way, Joel. You wouldn't. Because you don't give a fuck. All right? Again, your beliefs outrank everyone else's. What you want outranks everyone else's feelings, what they want. You don't care about other people. You're a fake ass Christian. I said it. Anywho, if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up. Request up. Boom, 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 bop. You can respond if you want to.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing well. Ron, did you vote for Trump?
I was talking.
No, but I wanted to say something. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for
So
being here. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no, it's just the fact that Joel, you're talking about your Christian values, dude.
I knew he was going to do that. All right, Joel. Well, go ahead. You were talking, but you were on mute.
yes, I didn't realize I got muted. So okay, let's just say I didn't hear all of what you said. Let's just say in this case where this
How did
lady,
you not hear what I said? Were you not listening?
well, I didn't hear what you said about like what the problem was with her, like why she had to have
She
an
was
abortion.
having a miscarriage. She was having a natural. Okay, so Gisele was having a natural miscarriage.
Did
All right,
did
that's
she
what
not
she
take
was
like
having.
some kind of like abortion
No,
pill or
you're
something?
thinking about Amber Thurman, and you're trying to justify the fact that doctors in Georgia did not operate and do a DNC to remove the remaining fetal tissue from that young lady, and trying to put the blame on her. We're not going to do that here, Joel.
No, I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying that was malpractice. I would say any if they
It's not malpractice if the doctors are following the law within their state. So how can it be malpractice?
there's
They're
no
following the no
law
heartbeat
in
law.
America.
What?
Can I just say my one sentence? There's no law in this country that says if the regardless of whether the mother's life is in jeopardy, there's absolutely no abortion. There is no law in America.
Tell me where it was determined to be malpractice.
Read us the law. Read us the law in any state.
Hey my guy. I didn't ask you about any fucking law. Tell me what was determined to be malpractice. You're talking about, the cases that you're talking about, investigations were done and determinations were made. So I'm assuming you would know what they were if you're talking out of your ass.
Okay.
So what the fuck was the
Tell me
determination?
what they were then. What was the determination?
You're asking me. Hold on. So which is it? Is it malpractice?
I don't know, brother.
Oh, then you should probably shut the fuck up.
Tell me.
Did you consider that first? Maybe you should not speak on things that you don't know. Did that ever occur to you?
Okay, so let me just turn that right back around to you. You tell me what the ruling was.
Not
and if you can't,
malpractice.
Then you shut up.
Did not malpractice because the doctors could not take the precautionary measures that was allotted before the overturning of Roe v. Wade. They were delayed in their response to giving her the care that she needed.
Okay. All right. Well, regardless, unaliving an innocent child is a non-starter for me. Okay.
Not regardless. Your whole thing was malpractice. And then when I explained to you it's not, you just go regardless. So you never gave a fuck to begin with. You're just up here for shits and giggles. And I'm sick of you guys doing this shit with women's lives.
Exactly. And I'm sick of you all darn on imposing your fucking religion onto everyone.
About
Do you know that the no heartbeat law? No, hold on, Joel. The no heartbeat law in the state of Georgia, all right, is actually something that they put into place, founded by some lady named Janet Porter, her Faith to Action ministry. So it has Christianity all up in through it. It's disgusting. All right. How gross it is. All right. And so this law, the no heartbeat law, all right, has been passed in such states as Georgia, Louisiana, Missouri, South Carolina, North Dakota, and Texas. Can you believe that?
So do you care about if we're talking about caring about women, what about the however many millions of women who have been killed prior to birth, who have been unalived? Do you care about those?
What do you mean? Prior to birth? What are you talking about? You mean people just suffering every day on loss of life?
No,
I'm talking about the unaliving of unborn women.
Hey, dumbass. Women can't be killed prior to being born.
What's a woman, silly pants?
What is a woman?
Yeah, because like literally, like because at this point, I'm pretty sure you don't understand the difference between sex and gender. That's still gender,
female?
Man. That's
what
gender.
If I say female? You know what I mean.
Ty, we all are. We all are.
Do you care about those millions of women? Those you get to decide what women.
They were a clump of cells. It was a clump of cells, I should say.
Okay.
It was a clump of.
All right.
What's a clump of cells? Like, what do you want me to do with it? You're thinking of the potential or something. What are you looking at the potential of it for?
That's what the Nazis did. They had to dehumanize the Hebrews. That's what
not
Democrats
this route. I know you're not going down this route.
That's what the antebellum Democrats did. They had to dehumanize the black person, make them less than human.
Shut the fuck up about black people. Shut the fuck up about black people. Watch your goddamn mouth. Shut your pale ass up and do not speak on communities you don't understand. That is not the same thing as fucking slavery. Full grown ass people here considered 3/5 of a goddamn person, working, breathing, having children, having lives, having an entire culture that was stolen from us. Shut the fuck up about black people. Stop comparing us to a goddamn fetus. Every aspect of life, there's development. There is development. One point where we consider things worth, and another point where we don't. Don't sit up here and talk shit about how a goddamn fetus has the exact same rights as Erica and I and your dumbass self, because it's not the same. It's not the fucking same.
They don't have the rights until they are born.
All your fucking lies since the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Shut up about it.
Funny.
They don't have the fucking
Funny you
heartbeats. It's
funny
electrical
you guys
pulses
are
that
doing the
imitate
same
somewhat of a
thing.
heartbeat, but it's not a full thing. But you guys try to use the heartbeat law in fucking Florida. Shut up. No, actually, I'm going to shut you up. I'm sick of your shit, my guy. You're speaking on things you don't understand, and you probably don't know how many fucking holes are below a woman's waist. Cut it out. Pick a different topic, and please don't get me started on your God and pro-life. Because while you're sitting here crying about how he would condone this shit, your God was out here killing firstborns for sport. He was taking out bitches for looking back at destroying cities that turn into salt. Don't fucking talk to me about pro-life.
Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. Share the live. Let's keep doing all the good things. Let me get this off. Shout out to Mary for the $20 for the fight against cognitive dissonance and willful ignorance. Thanks for what you do. I appreciate you, love. Thank you so much for the $20. All right, guys. All right. We are at $130 away from our daily donation goal. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. Also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. Now, with that being said, let's get these likes up to 200,000 likes. There's over 500 of us up in here, so I know that we can do it. And let's keep knocking out those tiny dinies. We only have 88 of them to go. And guys, take care of Hector. All right, Hector is here dog walking. I never even say that. You're dog walking, Hector. All right, show Hector some love. All right, light his gifts up. Pay links are in the bio. Just do all the good things, guys. All right, because Joel's a piece of fucking work. Go ahead. I don't know which one of y'all was
I'm
talking.
doing my last trip right now. Don't worry. I'm finna get my ashwagandha before I go home.
No, why you want to take the ashwagandha? I was about to put you in the dual box, but never mind.
Hey, I just want to say you I think you were at like 300 viewers when I jumped on. Now you're almost doubled that. So I'm glad I was able to help your feed. I wish you all the best.
Shut your useless, mediocre ass up.
We do this
Hey,
every
if
day.
You know
guys-
what? You're a
if you guys
Christian, right?
agree
You're a
that-
Christian, right? I'm sure you appreciate
guys
prayer.
agree
Go ahead and
that,
pray with me. Forgive me,
every
Father, because
life
I'm about
has
to sin.
value, all life
Grant me
has
the
value.
confidence of a mediocre white man on this app talking about shit he don't understand. Because with that, I can move motherfucking mountains. I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm black. But god damn, it's a different energy from these motherfuckers because they got the loudest mountains.
Hector, hold on, slow down, just 2 seconds. Joel,
Glad
Hey.
I could help the feed out.
wait, Joel,
Hector, God bless you.
Hey, Joel,
Smoke some
question.
weed, chill out a
Wait,
little bit,
Jack-
do something.
Joel.
Go to church.
Hector, I'm sorry, Joel, listen.
Yeah, Santana,
Your premise
please.
is that you're a Christian, right? You're a Christian, and rights are given to you. You said that you don't want to unalive kids, right? That's your premise. You're on mute.
I'm gonna send you
Joel.
a request on mute, Joel. There you go. I sent you the request.
Getting muted because they don't want to. They can't hear what I gotta say.
Yeah. Question for you. So your premise is that you're a Christian, and your actual belief as far as unaliving kids is based in your Christianity, right?
Yes, correct, absolutely,
Okay.
100%.
Cool.
Without
So-
God, there's no value in any of our lives. Right.
Yeah, listen, I hear you. I believe in Jesus as well. So tell me, when does Christianity consider a baby as an actual baby? Like, what's the line of demarcation?
Well, I don't know. There's some scriptures that say, God formed me in the womb. He counted the hairs on my head. That kind of thing. So, I take that to mean it's, that's where we derived, that all people have value.
No, I mean, I hear you. Like, I know the verses that you're talking about, but the Bible actually lends credence to life at first breath, right? I mean, that's where the Bible establishes that a person is a person at first breath, right? And then even more so, think about it. The Bible, right, specifically tells us how to have ABs, right?
Okay. So
the Bible not only tells us how to have ABs, the Bible also tells us what is the punishment for ABs. Do you know what the punishment is for ABs?
In the Bible?
Yes.
Yeah, I do recall this Old Testament passage. What is it? Can you go and remind me though?
Yeah, so the punishment for ABs, it's a property crime, and so you pay a fine. And just like people like to say, "Oh, you're unaliving," well, the unaliving someone is sin, and the punishment for sin is unalivement. But the punishment for an AB, which is instructed by the Bible, it's a property crime. So even the Bible does not equate human life to the unborn; it equates human life at first breath. So even by your own premise, even by your own religion, you're not holding the same standard as your Bible.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I just
But
again,
Joel, one more deeper question for you. You believe in all the social safety nets, right? You believe in like free healthcare. You believe in like SNAP benefits. You believe in all of those things, right?
I mean, believe in them,
Like
like
you
I
You
think
think
want to
that
see
you
us have
absolutely
them.
exactly you agree. You think that everyone should have access to free healthcare. Everyone should have access to SNAP benefits. All of those things. You disagree with them actually taking those benefits away from Americans with the big beautiful bill, right?
no, I wouldn't say I agree with everybody deserves free health. It would be a nicety, but I don't think it's a reality. I think it's a reality that you can just say poof, everybody gets free. So we live in a free country. So if we want to have that kind of thing, then we have to lose the freedom. So
Well,
I
no,
don't know.
I
I
disagree
think it has
because
to be
there's
somewhere in the middle.
but Joel, there's multiple Scandinavian models that actually show us exactly how to go about doing it. And even the funny thing is that there's not there's not much of a difference as far as how much they pay in taxes to get those social safety nets. But my point more so, Joel, is if you actually believed in wanting to preserve life, if you wanted to encourage people to have kids and actually preserve life, then why wouldn't you champion those things to actually create stability, right? You would champion those social safety nets. You would champion universal health care. You would champion giving paid paternity and maternity leave. You would champion you would champion the ability to have a financial stability so more people would want to have kids. Like you're going about this the wrong way, Joel. Like if you want people to have kids, like you have to actually make sure people are in a space to have kids.
Yeah, well, I don't think, to me, free healthcare doesn't mean, okay, well, now everybody's going to want to have kids. That doesn't make sense to me
No, you're right.
Because prior to large governments and massive systems of healthcare, people just generally got together, they got married, and they had their kids, and communities, did okay. I mean, like, I don't know. I don't.
Well, but so, and I'm not just saying it's that one thing, Joel. I'm saying that it's an
Money
overall.
you can't throw money at a sick culture and say, you know
Oh,
what?
no,
Now
I
they're going to
agree,
be.
Joel.
Yeah,
I agree, Joel. But I believe that if you're going to really approach these things, then it has to be a systematic approach. You can't just say, it's the one thing. You can't treat the
I don't
actual,
think it's one thing.
symptoms or
I
whatever.
don't think it's one thing. I
Right.
give away lots of money, but I'm just saying it's not my place to say the government. This person needs to do his fair share. That's not my place to say that.
The fuck is a sip culture?
But my whole thing
A
is
sick culture is one who says it's
hold on one
okay
second,
to
Joel.
unalive an innocent baby. That is a sick
Joe,
culture.
hold on, slow down for a second, because again, you're targeting like one thing that I said. I said that if you want to actually encourage people to have kids, then you need to address those multiple factors that are keeping people from having kids. It's not just one thing, it's multiple reasons why people aren't trying to have kids. We can't afford houses now. Right? Even the cost of rent is going up. People limited to healthcare, and the passing of the BBB is going to take 10 million people off of Medicaid, and then they're also instituting restrictions on the ACA, which is going to take another 7 million people off of their healthcare. You got 17 million people losing their healthcare. You got people losing their jobs. Why would anybody want to bring a child into this type of environment? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, no, I don't. You're acting like we're just living in a vacuum. We just poof got here. No, it's already been broken, and so you can't now tie my arm behind or twist my arm, pull it behind my back, and say, well, you better do this now because because we better unalive the babies because now we can't afford. We haven't been able to afford houses
No one is saying you better
before
unalive
the big
babies.
beautiful
Don't
bill.
try to
So what do you?
simplify it like
Yeah,
that.
What do
That's
you?
but
ridiculous.
and Erica's like exactly right. No one's saying that, but what we're saying is like
No,
Joel.
you're saying
but
you're
hold
saying
on.
don't support the big beautiful bill. We need to be able to have this privilege to unalive babies because or either don't support the big beautiful bill or let us unalive. That's a not both those are.
That's not what I'm saying, Joel. What I'm saying is that they're contradicting each other. That's the point that I'm making. Like, I'm not saying that you have to support AB. I'm also not even saying that you have to support the big beautiful bill. But what I'm saying is that you cannot say that you're pro-life and support the big beautiful bill. You cannot say that you're pro-life and you continue to go down the path of the way that we're going, because not only are you being harmful to multiple communities, but you're putting people into a financial situation where they cannot continue to live, where they are actually pushing more into poverty. Like, we just got to a position where childhood poverty started to decrease.
Thanks,
But
Biden.
exactly, but the BBB is going to push more people back into poverty where kids can't even eat. Like, why would we have kids in America where they can't even eat?
1 in 5. Hold on, a few things on that. On top of that, Joel, because 1 in 5 children go to bed hungry. All right, with the new SNAP benefit regulations in place, more children are gonna go to bed hungry. Do you know what the leading cause of children doing basically not doing well in school is?
Hunger.
Exactly. Now these kids can be even hungrier because
It's
not
all
only did the
cyclical.
not only did the Trump administration cut free lunch programs for kids, now he's saying that their parents, all right, either have to work these 80 hours a month or they won't get their benefits. And some people just simply don't have the ability to work, Joel. And then what if they end up making too much money, Joel, where they don't qualify for the SNAP benefits anymore, but the grocery prices are going up? Because we did see that, all right, 0.3% from May to June. All right, we saw that, and it's going to continue to rise. So, Joel, I don't think that you can be pro-life if you don't actually care about children, not just your children, but all children. Like,
Yeah,
I
and
care if kids go to sleep hungry at
Can
night.
I respond to that? Can I
Sure,
respond to
go
that?
ahead, Joel.
I do hear your point. Let me echo it just so you make. You're saying, okay, if the outcome of the big beautiful bill is as such that people lose these benefits and things become harder to afford and so on and so forth, that it's going to get worse. It's going to be a worse situation, and it's going to be even harder to convince somebody to raise a child, to want to raise a child in that situation. And even those that are born, it's going to be harder for them who already have children, right? So I do understand your point. My point is, I don't believe you. Okay? I don't, because you guys said that about Trump in 2016, and the economy got better. Okay,
it didn't.
Everything
It
got
didn't.
more affordable.
Wait. Joel, hold
let me
on,
finish
Joel.
my
No,
point.
slow
Let me
down.
finish
But
my point.
no, slow down. Because
I
wait,
listened
but
to your
Joel,
point.
that's not true.
And
But
then
Joel, what you're
Biden
saying is
came
not
in,
true.
and
Joel, what you're
energy
saying
costs
is
went up
not true.
30%. Food
Joel,
went up
Joel,
16%.
calm down.
Joel,
Housing went up.
what you're
Let
Joel.
Breathe.
Wait.
Don't
I need
try
you
and
to
cut
slow
me
down.
off and then tell me that.
No. Because you've been up here and you've said multiple things that are not true. And like, you keep saying stuff that's not true. And why you say this, because you haven't actually done the research or even tried to dig into any of the things that you're saying. You're just saying those things because they feel good, because they fit your narrative. But the things that you're saying is not true. They're actually statistically, like, we have documented proof that the things that you're saying is not true. So Joe, I'll let you finish, but like, I'm not even gonna say you're lying. I'm just gonna say you're wrong. And I would encourage you to look up the actual information that you're speaking on, because you're absolutely wrong. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and send you a option to unmute, Joe. But as long as you know that you're not right.
Okay, so let me just confirm. You're saying that energy, food, housing did not go up exponentially. I'm talking about 15, 20, 30% under the Biden administration. Are you saying that did not happen?
No. But I'm saying you made the statement that Donald
Did
Trump.
that happen?
Just listen to me for half a second, Joel. You made the statement that under the Trump administration that the economy was doing better. It wasn't. It kept its current trajectory, but prior to C-19, it started to take a dip. Prior to C-19, we started to lose jobs, and that was because of the TCJA, the tax policy that Donald Trump had implemented in his first term. The actual economy was taking a tick down, and it got expedited by C-19, which C-19, a fracture in the actual supply chain, caused multiple issues, which included increased prices. Now, you can also talk about the fact that Donald Trump instituted multiple policies that actually gave corporations the ability, by deregulating, to actually institute price gouging and to actually screw up the housing market. So I'm saying there's a lot behind it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, E. I don't know. That's all I'm about to say.
I don't know why he's doing that. He said something. He said that Donald Trump was good for the economy, and that's what I really want to go over, because no, he wasn't. All right, we all know that, like, with Donald Trump's tax cuts, all right, that he did, where he gave the 1% and he gave the corporations the largest tax cuts. What ended up happening and why he pushed so hard to get the new TCJA, the reiteration of it, to extend those tax cuts, is simply because on average, the top 1% saved about $61,000. All right. Whereas us, the middle class, we were only averaging about $910. All right, in savings. And the working class, like I hate to use this, but the poorest of us all, they literally only saved about $70. All right. Is that really worth it when we could all pay a bit more in taxes? And then what we can do is ensure that everyone does have that additional income, because they're not looking to pay for health insurance. They're not trying to figure out how they're going to take care of a medical bill. Because, what's the leading cause of bankruptcy in the United States, Joel?
Medicare, medical.
Exactly. It's a circle, baby. All right. All of this stuff like works together. And so my main thing, all right, is like, why isn't you say that you're pro-life, right? Why don't you care about the living? All right. Why aren't you pushing for better systems to be in place for the living? I really want you to answer that.
When the Democrats were in power, did they put those better systems? Were the better systems in place when Biden was in?
I try to tell you that Obama definitely tried with the ACA, but he had to strip it down so darn much because of not having control of Congress.
I was
having to work with the Republicans
with the ACA, and
he
then
literally tried to put in a mandate to ensure that people did have coverage, and y'all were like, "No, don't do that."
If only we gave the government more power.
But hold on, Joel. To answer your question directly, yes. The Biden-Harris administration passed some of the most monumental legislation that actually improved the quality of life for everyday Americans. Even when you talk about the actual Inflation Reduction Act, listen for half a second, Joel. When you talk about the Inflation Reduction Act and the fact that they put the cap on the insulin, right? The $35 cap on insulin, which Donald Trump has since removed. And so now medical costs are increasing for people that need insulin, which is like something that they need to live. So yes, there were multiple things that were passed by the Biden-Harris administration. You can even talk about the actual infrastructure bill had helped provide infrastructure assistance for multiple states around the country that absolutely needed it. It's a bill that not only did Joe Biden want to pass, but Donald Trump said he wanted to pass. He couldn't get it done. Hell, Barack Obama wanted to pass it and couldn't get it done. It literally, there was multiple things. But Joel, like Erica said something that's really important, and I just need you to understand what she's saying in my whole point. Joel, while I disagree with your point on AB, I completely disagree. I want you to understand that. I completely disagree. If you actually wanted to get your point across, if you wanted to get more people behind your point, if you wanted to actually somehow get people on board with not having ABs, then maybe you should actually do the things that would actually encourage people to not get ABs, and just saying that, oh, we're going to put in restrictions and we're going to ban people, or it's against my religion. That's not the way to go about it.
Yeah, well, you're living under like a false narrative. It's not real. When the cost of living went up $17,000 a year, you're talking about people paying more for insulin. Like, are they paying 17,000 more? Like you're
dollars more. Yes,
but
yes.
our cost of living went up $17,000 a year just under the Biden administration. How upset were you for that?
What's inflation?
What great
Joel, what's inflation?
What are you stumping for?
Joel, what's inflation? What caused it? Don't just tell me that it happened. Please explain to me why it happened.
Why was it able to continue to occur for 4 years under the Biden administration?
Joel, was there inflation worldwide? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Go ahead and answer.
Yeah, there was inflation going on.
Okay, cool. Now, did the United States have the fastest recovery as far as reducing inflation out of any G7 country in the world?
It should have been way better. It should have been way better.
I hear you. If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk, Joel. Like, I get what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is that we went through a global pandemic that broke supply chains, coupled with the fact that Donald Trump in his first administration
and after 4 years, not only did they not recover, they just continued to get worse. You're smoking and drinking.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, Joel. What happened with the actual price of oil? Joel, what happened with the price of oil?
What happened to it?
Yes. So the supply chain was broken with the cost of oil, right?
For 4 years.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the OPEC Plus deal?
No.
Okay, cool. So Donald Trump went to the Saudis.
Trump's fault.
No, Joel, just listen to me for half a second, bud. You just said that you don't know. Let me explain it to you. Donald Trump went to the Saudis because the oil barons were losing money hand over fist because no one was driving during C-19. And so price of oil was dropping low. And so what Donald Trump did was actually went to them and said, hey, I need you to cut production on oil. And the Saudis said, no, we're not going to cut production on oil. So Donald Trump said, if you don't cut production on oil, then the United States is going to pull our military support from the Middle East. So he then got them to cut a 2-year deal to cut the actual cost cut the production of oil. 2 years after he said the C-19 was going to go away in 2 weeks. And so then once they actually did that, the world opened back up. We got back on the road. We started driving. Well, supply and demand. If they cut production, you can't just ramp production back up immediately. It takes time to ramp production back up. So once we started actually driving, the cost of oil went up because there was more people driving, there was more demand, there was less supply. So the prices went up. But then when it was time for them to actually make more oil, they realized, hey, Americans are going to buy this at the rate. So why would we decrease prices? Right. And so they never dropped the prices. And Joe Biden went to them when he was in office like, hey, the world's open back up. You guys need to drop the prices. They said, no, why would we do that? So then Joseph Robinette Biden took our oil reserves and flooded the market with our oil reserves, forcing OPEC to actually drop the price of oil per barrel. And then Joe Biden, after selling off our oil reserves, bought it all back at a cheaper price and helped for the cost of gas. The supply chain was broken, but it was multiple things that were attributed. I'm not going to put this all on Donald Trump, but he made multiple decisions that exacerbated it and made it worse. And you don't know any of these things.
Okay, again, cool story, but gas.
Hey, Joe, shut the fuck up. Call me Lord Father Hector and get raptured, bitch.
You want me to play the sound?
You can play it.
I never get to read it off. Were you that tired of it?
Sick of him. I was over this fucking conversation when you tried to compare that shit to goddamn slavery. Fuck him.
Yeah. I was listening. I was like, please, somebody get Hector. I was telling Eric, I said, hold him for like 5 more minutes. I'm almost home.
That's, that was fun. That was a lot. I don't understand how you say you can be Christian, like, love thy neighbor as you do yourself, but you literally are okay with children being hungry, with people dying. I don't understand it. I don't know how they compartmentalize.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to read these all. Shout out to CT for the 5. I appreciate you, love. Also, shout out to Hector for the 20. Hector got very impatient because Hector said, Rapture, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it. All right, what's that? That's $25. All right, I think I can do math. What is that, 105? Ain't none of y'all going to answer? Wow, that's fucking crazy. Okay.
Shit, I'm still at my black job.
All right. All right, guys, we're $105 away from our daily donation goal. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name, PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle. Everything with Erica 9. Thank you so much for the love, the support, encouragement, and most definitely the engagement. And shout out to the Kiana Raid. Draw some hearts in the chat for Kiana Raiders. Also, guys, continue to show love to the panel. All their pay links are in their bio too. All right, if you like the information, the education, the edutainment, as someone would say, then do all the good things. Let's keep doing all of the good things. Let's get this up to 225,000 likes. See how up this go on you? All right. And if you voted for Donald Trump, get in the box. Get in the box. Just
Hey,
go
I'm
ahead, get in the
gonna
box. All right, go have fun. All right. Hi. I don't know if this
You know what?
person's
I
gonna let me.
almost spared him. But he responded to everything saying a cool story, bro. I was like, you disrespectful motherfucker. And shit.
Hector, I have a pet peeve that I'm about to text you about. Hi, Ty. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Okay, so where can I find? I can't give you my mobile number.
Okay, I guess not. Ty, I'm gonna drop you down.
Just tell me where it is.
All right. I don't think that this person is a Trump supporter. We don't know. But if you're a Donald Trump supporter, have the balls to come up. Just grow a pair. Come up. All right. Liv is like eating oxtails. Hector is doing his black job. It's just me, not you turning the camera on as soon as I said you eating hot oxtails. You're supposed to be eating oxtails.
No.
Okay.
Curry chicken. I just wanted to correct curry chicken.
Curry chicken. All right. He said, y'all not gonna keep putting that lie on me. Bubblegum oxtails. All right. Anywho, he's like that character from the one that Brad Pitt played in Ocean's 11 or the Ocean's series. What was his name? Because every scene he's in, he's eating. I don't know if anyone ever notices that. What was that character's name? It wasn't Finn, because that was Matt Damon.
I don't remember, but BC is scared of me. So here's what I'm going to do for you, BC. I'm going to rapture myself off the panel. You're still not going to request because you little bitch, but it's fine. I'm going to send you the invite anyway, and I'm going to eat myself.
Tap the screen, guys. Hector.
So
BC,
Jay in
get in the box.
Jay in the chat says darker lift.
I can tell you was a great kid in school, buddy. I can tell you was a great kid in school. They get on the platform and play tough guy, but he got it. How's everybody doing?
Hey, you to prove he a bitch. Watch. Hey guys, keep tapping that screen. Keep doing all of the good things. All of the good things. All right, so BC, I take it you voted for Trump?
Politely.
Okay, fantastic. All right, I think that you've been duped. All right, because Trump has lied to you all about so many things. I'm not going to give you the things that he lied about. I just want to know, do you think that you've been
No.
You don't? Okay. All right.
No.
So what did you vote for?
Change. Over change.
What policies of Donald Trump's did you vote for?
What policy I voted for?
Policies. Singular or plural.
So meaning whatever president we vote for, we still got to get up and provide for our family, correct?
Sir, I asked you a question that I would like for you to answer. All right. It was Rusty. Thank you so much. I was about to Google it. It was Rusty. Rusty from Ocean's Ocean's.
I voted for him because he wasn't pushing the elemental P group thing, like Democrat was so far
always
left
rooted in homophobia for you people.
That's not even homophobia. I mean, I got daughters, so I feel like women should use women's restroom and men should use
Women
women's
do use
restroom.
women's restrooms.
Women should use women's restroom
They do.
and men should use men's restroom.
You know
But
what?
when
I
you're
like
a
the
man,
idea of unisex bathrooms. The unisex restrooms, like there's like a little wall there. All right. Everyone has a stall. There's no urinals. Everyone just has a stall that they can go into. All right, do their
right,
business,
right.
and then like, hey, we have these communal sinks where everybody just comes together, washes their hands, and goes about fucking business because it's a restroom.
Right, but my thing is, if you like the same sex, same restroom. If you like the same sex, whatever,
I'm sorry. Say it again,
whatever. I
Negro.
forgot. If you like the same schmexual, whatever they call it, right? Because y'all with this TikTok word. If you like same the same
Holy shit. Hold
if you
on
were
one
there that
moment.
like male,
Hold on one moment. Mr. Chaos, thank you so much. I don't know how many you sent out, but shout to everyone who got a sub. If you got a sub from Mr. Chaos, y'all better say thank you. Also, drop those hearts in the chat for Mr. Chaos. That is so friggin' awesome. That deserves a commercial break.
Sent out cinco
Gosh.
subs.
Oh, 5. Thank you so much for sending out the 5 subs, love. All right, that deserves a commercial break. Real quick, guys, if you want to become a love, go ahead and click that star next to the chat bar. As a love, you get access to our, oh my God, did I just record over Beyonce? Hold on. Okay, there we go. There she go. I got nervous. It messed up my commercial break. We'll just do it later. Okay, anywho, what were you saying, BC? It was something not smart, but go ahead, try again.
I don't remember yet. I didn't. The commercial break through me. So
Keep going. We're listening. Because like you were talking about something like if you like the same sex, then just go use that bathroom. That doesn't make any sense what you just said.
okay, let me break it down in layman's term, right? If you're a man, you like a man, right? Why are you pushing to use a woman's restroom if you like a man, which you are?
I like men.
That's what I'm
Should I
saying.
be using the men's bathroom? I don't like men on purpose. It's just like that's
No,
my
we
sexual
talking about
orientation.
we talking about the LMNOP group.
But do
Not,
you hear what
not,
you just
not.
said? Like the chat is very confused. And Liv, did you understand what he said?
Meaning, if you LMNOP man, right? If you a LMNOP man, why you fighting to use women's restroom?
Okay. So Erica, to your point.
This is why I be crashing out.
Yes.
No, there's no point.
It's
Like,
the internet. There's no
listen,
need to crash out,
listen,
gangster.
man, let me ask you a question.
You crashing
Let
out
me
like
ask
you
you
a
a
tough guy.
Hector.
I'm listening.
No, I'm talking
Tough
to
guy.
Hector. Is your name Hector? Okay, Hector. Let's say there's like a 12-year-old, right?
Cupcake gets
That has no idea what they're talking about. Are you gonna yell, get upset, and get mad at them? No. Because it's a fucking 12-year-old. And they have the intellectual capacity of a 12-year-old.
Exactly.
What
Wow,
we're dealing with
intellectual.
right now is
Somebody's frustrated.
He is listen, and if I'm wrong, BC,
somebody frustrated.
I'm not, friend. Look, and I'm just saying that you don't know the difference between sex, gender, or sexual orientation. Why should I have a debate with you? Now, I'll educate you if you ask me what the differences of those things are, right? And then we can continue.
I'm sure I don't.
I'm not going to engage in a debate with you on this.
I'm
just
sure I
want us to
don't.
continue to explore the whole, like, if you are a man
I'm
that
sure I
likes
don't.
men,
Keep
then
eating your
why
curry
aren't
chicken.
you using the men's restroom? Come on, because you're like, if you like a certain, gender or a certain sex, right? Like Liv, as a woman, I begrudgingly like men, right?
You guys,
Should I be
is it
using the
going?
men's restroom?
But is it going over your head? Like, if you a trans,
Liv is
if you a
Liv
booger,
is not
right?
okay with this.
The hell
Did
that
he say
term
a
is,
booger?
you will
What's
not
a
address them
booger?
as whatever the fuck that was. That will not be happening anymore. Cut it
What
out.
the fuck is that?
Cupcake, he hurt. Hector hurt. Cupcake, you
First
hurt.
of all, you're the
Cupcake,
only
Hector.
one that hurt. I need you to stop. And
No, I'm
don't
not
use any
yelling.
derogatory terms over here. I'm not aware of
not.
all of them, but I know I don't
I'm
like
not.
it, so don't say that here.
Listen, I don't come on here yelling. I'm just dialoguing me. All right, it was
Okay,
nice
so
talking.
let's
Bye.
move, because we know that you can't actually have a conversation in regards to, of course, not the skedaddle. Not the skedaddle. That was a lot.
Oh, he ran. I just
Yeah.
just set up my mic too. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go back on mute. I thought that was Hector's me. I didn't want to take him. I would have ate Hector.
That was
So you think calling me sweet, pretty, and delectable is an insult? Goddamn right, I'm a cupcake. I'm several with icing. Now what?
Hector is sweet. He is pretty. I do not know if he's acceptable. That's for someone else to find out, but he's definitely sweet and pretty.
I'm sick of you, Eric.
Just saying. I'm just saying. All right. I have someone in mind for you too, Hector. I just don't know how to go about it. I'm gonna figure it
Anyways,
out.
black women's labor is not free. I've been seeing this goal slow down significantly. All right. And I'm gonna need
we
you
only
guys
needed
to
one
put in your
more
due
sub.
diligence.
I missed the sub wave.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, fudge. It's okay. Continue on. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Perfectly fine. Black labor is not free. You see this nonsense that she's been dealing with up here on her curly hair pattern day? We not tolerating this shit no more, all right? If I can greatly get anybody in this chat to send a couple dollars to Erica's way, in Santana's words, everyone's accepted, anything's appreciated. You can have $1. It's cool.
Who that is.
You can have $5. It's cool. You can have 674. Whatever floats your boat. I would love to get us to knock this goal down. I would love to see it done in the next hour because she's been doing a lot up here, dealing with a lot of nonsense. I heard 2 minutes of this dude not crashed out. She ain't done it once, and she's been live for 2 hours now. Can we put some respect on black women's bank accounts, please?
Thank you.
Please compensate her and tap the screen, share the lives, send your heartbeats, subscribe, do the goals, do the things. Thank you.
Oh, I do have one. Thank you so much, Anna, for the $25 towards the goal. Keep straightening the fake Christians. Keep the dog walking. I know that's right, baby. I know that's right. Drop some hearts in the chat for Anna. Drop some hearts in the chat for Anna. I think that leaves us at $80. We have $80 left in our daily donation goal, guys. Only $80 left. Pay links are in the bio. Everything with Erica is the name. PayPal and Venmo. I also have a Zelle, everything with Erica9@gmail.com. I want to thank you all so much for the love, the support, encouragement, and engagement. And I'm not here by myself. I'm also here with Liv, darker Liv to be great, by the way, which means that he's on that bullshit. And I'm also on Hector. His ashwagandha has not kicked in yet. So got Crash Out Hector. Hector knows how much I love Crash Out Hector. All right, guys. So if you are enjoying the live, keep doing all other good things. I appreciate you all so, so very much. With that being said, if you are a Trump supporter, though, get in the box. Get in the box. All right. Stop being afraid. Stop yapping from the comments. It's not worth it. I just want you to be better. I want you to actually be able to defend a position, to have a conversation. All right. It seems as if you've all been failed. You've all been failed, and you're all looking for something from Donald Trump. I think you're looking for a daddy. You're definitely looking for a daddy. I know you want him to do this. Oppress me harder, daddy. Crazy work. Oppress me. Oh, I did it twice. I meant that shit. All right. So, anywho, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. Get in the box. Let's have a conversation. This person is not a Trump supporter.
Hello,
how can we help you,
family.
sir?
Well, I said, hey, family, how y'all doing?
We're doing well. How are you tonight? I'm putting on his voice.
I'm about to go start too.
What it do, Hog?
What it do, bro? How's it going over here? You getting any MAGA?
Yeah, not really. They had one that was like a Bible thumper, but he didn't really know the Bible. And then we had a black guy come up here and say, what he said, Black MAGA. What did he say? He said, so if you're a man that likes men, then why don't you just use the men's restroom? And I was like, but I like men, not on purpose, but should I use the men's restroom? So there's that. There's that. Yeah, there's that. So it's a lot. It's a lot happening here. Yeah. It's a lot going on. I can't call it. I can't call it anymore. All right. I have stuff to guys. Oh wow. Okay. I have stuff to read, guys. All right. Shout out to Miss Lorraine for the $5. All right, hair is fire. All right. Shout out to Alexis for the 5. It's not baby, you don't ever have to apologize. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alexis, for your support. I appreciate you. You said I could not have a civil conversation with most of these guests. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I am good at compartmentalizing. I just don't know it yet. I don't know. Also, shout out to Groman. Thank you so much for the $10. And thank you, Lori, for the $5 for thank you. And I have one more. Oh, wow. Tristan, thank you so much for the $10 for thanks. I appreciate you so very much. Good grief. Googly moogly. Damn. Guys, give me a moment. It's a lot of them. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Frederica, thank you for the 20 for being a fabulous host. And these are reparations. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. And guys, massive, massive, massive shout out to Shauna. Thank you so much, Shauna, for the $80 on Venmo. Thank you so very much. Y'all drop hearts in the chat for everyone. I want to see some W Shaunas and I want to see hearts all up in the chat, guys. You guys are absolutely like super duper fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Thank you all so very, very much. I can't. Thank you. Thank you. Liv, aren't we supposed to be giving away a shirt from Friday? Was it Friday or Saturday?
It was from like, yeah, it was supposed to give away a shirt.
Okay.
I say do it like this. You know, I think it'd be dope. Have you been making content?
No. Why do people keep asking me that? I don't. Content is hard.
Okay, listen. It's
Yes.
not hard.
Okay.
What you're doing right now is content. And I can give you a little program so like you don't have to spend all the time editing and listening to it.
Okay.
Where you can just chop this up and then you can just like, you know, replay it and mix it. I got you. But also, I think your last video, I think if anybody would like.
Oh, but they get
Thank you, Eli, for the subscription. Sorry.
Oh, thanks, Eli, for subbing. No, remember we said that whoever donated to the gift goal would
We
get
did say
entered.
that. I forgot.
Okay.
I be chiefing.
I know you be. That's why I'm here to remind you. Okay,
Yes.
so here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna do it tomorrow. All right. It wasn't Saturday, it was Friday. So anyone that had donated on Friday, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write your name. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna look through them and I'm gonna write down your name. And what we'll do is tomorrow we're gonna spin the wheel.
Okay.
We're gonna spin the wheel. And this wheel is very chaotic. I just want to let y'all know that. This wheel is super chaotic. It spares no one. All right. You might think that you're about to win, but no, this wheel chooses violence every single time.
Every time.
Every time. So yeah.
We do too many spins. Like I be forgetting. I swear.
I know. I did not write it down, but it's in my memory bank because I'm a person of my word and I got to make sure that the people they donated for a reason, they're gonna get their shirt. So there. It is very petty, just like Liv. Hey, light skin Chris.
I'm doing I'm doing more orders anyway. So I sent out
Yay.
Today I sent out, it was like I had like 10 people to catch up on. Like some people that ordered last week that need to get out now. And then I'll be all caught up on shipping.
Yay.
This is it's hard. You know what makes it difficult? It's because I'm black AF. And so like those like the limited edition joints and all that. Like my homeboy Prince Toast, he has an amazing shop. He's a great dude, right?
Cool.
Yeah. And so like I try to support black businesses as much as possible. But he be taking.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So for Sundays now, we do like the black stuff on Sundays. No, like we just hang out late. All right. I want to call it Black as Fuck Live. So Black AF Live. All right. Do you think I'm gonna have any issues? Is that like copyright or anything or anyone? I didn't see anything called Black as Fuck Live or anything, but I know Black as Fuck History is a thing.
No, I don't think
so. No, I think you're fine. And if anything, probably change the spelling a little bit, and you'll be good. But I haven't seen anything else like that.
Okay. All right. We're supporters. I am ready for the Trump supporters to come on in and actually have conversations that are based in facts. All right. I know that you all have one brain cell fighting for first place. I get it. I understand that, but we take it easy over here. We don't do too much. Not too much. Yeah, I think that edible is still there because like my speech is real slow. It's crazy. Claiborne, you got a load, baby. There you go.
Oh no.
Hi, Claiborne.
No.
How you doing?
I never talked to him before. Who is he?
No.
I'm a Trump supporter. That's who I is.
No.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I'm a Trump side who I is.
No. So this goes back to Ed Live like a year ago. If you Facebook image that, that's the picture of an unalived black man.
No, it ain't. I'm very much alive. I'm very much alive.
Listen,
I'm talking to you
like
right
I
now.
swear, anybody in here, just do a very simple Google image search. You'll find that his picture, that guy has been passed away for about 3.5, 4 years.
I ain't dead because I'm talking to you right now.
Just turn your camera on. Just turn your camera on.
You ain't gonna tell me nothing. But I ain't real. I can tell you
You're
that right
not
now.
real, bro. Like we
Yes, I am.
figured this out in Eb's live already.
Yes, I am. I'm a real man, and I'm talking to you right now.
I know you're a real man. But
Yeah.
you're not the man in that profile picture.
That is. That is
you're
me.
You're not a serious person.
Yes, it is. That is a serious person. You can't tell me I ain't no real person.
I do it over here. I don't want to do that. And I won't do that. No.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and request up and try to just don't be weird. Why are Trump supporters so weird?
Well, I can tell you why.
Why?
It's because what we talked about earlier, right? Mm-hmm. Like they're failing. Like I sat back and I put these up. You know where I got it from? I got it from our brother from another. Well, my brother from another. Your future, right? And
ooh, not that. Okay, claim it.
And so when he said that we, humping them out of existence, I started doing some work, and I looked at it like y'all are really in a precarious situation where to actually care about these things, because it's very difficult for you right now. And even with Donald Trump, doing all the things that he's doing, he's not going to deport enough people. He's not going to stop. He can't fully stop people from having ABs, and he's not going to stop the pushback from this country and people. They're not going for a lot of his policies, right? Well, he only has 18, 16 more months.
Still too long. Yeah.
And if that list don't come out,
think they'll really turn on the Republican Party for it?
I didn't think Mike Johnson was until I seen that. I didn't think Marjorie Taylor Greene would. So I was just like,
just one hand, cross one hand. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting stuff. I think that what it is again not just replacement theory and with them losing and whatever, but they really feel like something is being taken away from them when others get stuff, and they've been like that for decades. I think for forever. I think they've been like that. I'm not even gonna say decades, but centuries. They you were talking about it earlier. I think, Liv, it was you who was talking about how because they don't want was it Black people having health care?
Hold on one second. There we go.
They keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Can you hear me?
No, you're kind of low actually.
Oh, wait. Can you hear me now?
Exactly, Cat Tab over on YouTube. They just want to hurt people they don't know for no reason. It's sick. Exactly.
Wait. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Why are you so low though?
Because I'm trying to go hands-free and my mic is away, and my stand where I put my mic in front of me normally isn't by me because I'm about to garden, and so I'm in a
it'll do.
My AirPods
Chat, can you hear Liv?
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, that's better for me. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I was looking at the numbers, right? And it's not just I felt Black first, and I started the numbers with Black, but it's every marginalized group that when they pass legislation, it inevitably harms them.
Exactly. They'll literally they will cut their nose to spite their face. As long as nobody else get anything, they are good.
And that's not something that's new. Think about it.
Not at all.
Think about it. You said decades. I would say centuries.
Yeah, that's what I ended up with, centuries. Yep. Because
and I made this argument before. I don't know if you heard it, but it always blew my mind, like how Confederacy, the rich people, got poor white people to fight for them, to uphold free labor, right?
But
it would have
themselves couldn't even be slave holders themselves.
Yeah,
What were
didn't
they
own property.
upholding?
Exactly.
Oh
How
my
do you
God.
get them?
Liv, I know you've seen that video where the young lady is like making a charcuterie board, but I think it's just like a lunch plate, whatever. And she was talking about how like white supremacy has been of no reward to regular ass white people, is only benefited rich white people.
I
Have you
didn't
seen
see
that
that.
video?
I haven't seen that.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, I'll send it after the
Send it to
live.
me. Yeah,
It's
send it
so
to me.
good because it's so true.
And like that's the part that and it just never made sense. Like and I know how they, because they just told them that if the black people,
The blacks.
because I'm thinking of as a white supremacist.
I know.
The
The
blacks.
blacks.
It happens. If folks, if the enslaved Africans had got free, they're gonna take your job.
Yep.
I'm gonna say that to the because I feel like some Trump supporters listening right now. So I'm gonna pick up the mic. Gonna take your job, right? And so you look at fast forward to the 1930s, and you look at unions, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they excluded black people. They had an opportunity to include all black and brown people, which would have made the union stronger.
Yep.
They excluded black and brown people. They subjugated us, and society had limited us from having access to any of the benefits of like the New Deal. And so black people were impoverished. People were impoverished. Not just like African Americans, but we're talking about Chinese. We're talking about Asian people as a whole. We're talking about indigenous people, right?
Exactly.
All living here and all experiencing segregation, right? And so when those workers went on strike, oh man, that's some
What
good
they do?
money.
What they
That's
do,
some
Liv?
good money right there. Those scab workers, we take that money. We'll
Yep.
take that job. Now they like, well, look, if y'all not gonna work, they wasn't paying black folks what they was paying the white folks that had went on strike. But at the end of the day, black folks was making more than what they were. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it just killed their whole protest because you excluded black and brown people.
Exactly.
If they had invested in the 80s, 90s and to drug use and abuse today,
That's what you were talking about. They would have programs in place to actually help people.
Exactly.
If only. I do want to read this one out and then we can get back to it. And I'm just hoping that a Trump supporter, gets the testicular fortitude to actually come up here. Like, just request up. Stop being pussies in the chat. You have so much to say there in the chat, but you don't want to come up. I don't understand it. My mods are going to teach you the lesson. And the lesson is you get to yacht from outside of the club. Anywho, shout out to Jaylene for the $10. You don't have to apologize. And thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you, Jaylene. Draw some hearts in the chat for Jaylene, y'all. And remember to show love to Liv and Hector because they are here doing the heavy lifting too. All right, their pay links are in the bio. You can light up those gifts. The choice is up to y'all. But thank you all so very much for the love, the support, the encouragement, and most definitely the engagement. Like, y'all are fucking awesome. Y'all already know that though. All right, thank you. Okay, now let's see. I don't know what Hector's doing. But
Any more love that you want to show me, just throw it at Liv. Liv's a fantastic creator. He needs to have more coins. Don't give me no more shit. Also, Erica,
Liv
you're
is
making me anxious. Check your Discord.
Oh, what I do now?
Man, W.
My Discord? Oh. I can't multitask. So, Liv, what do you think they're gonna prescribe me with? You think it's gonna be like the Vianase or whatever it's called, or the Adderall or Ritalin?
I want to know what kind of gummy you had, because that shit is
I'm serious. I don't feel right. I still feel like I'm like up there.
So there was one that I had. Granted, it's like the Delta stuff out here, so it's not even the real, but I had it out here, and I kid you not, 2.5 days. 2.5 days I felt
ridiculous.
it. I remember when I ate it, fell asleep, woke up 2 hours later, my room looked like a Sims game. I'm not even joking. That shit was scary.
Y'all are just listen. You got to lean into it. That's the fun part. Okay, living life that way. Like you want too much control. Let loose. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what
Got a
you
st-
mean.
I got a story. I got a quick story.
Okay. And I'm gonna
So,
tell a story about last night after you live.
all right. So I drive my brother to Chicago because he had to go catch a flight, right? Milwaukee, and so I ride him out there. It's like we leave out. It's like 3:30 in the morning. We get to Chicago by like 4:15, 4:30. Bro goes to the airport. Of course, his flight leave at like 6, so we garden, right? And then he goes in, and I'm probably there. I'm over here about 5 in the morning. This little strip mall. So because I was like, I'm here now. I might as well go to the store, the gardening store, right? They open up at 9. I'm tired anyways. Pull over, jump on TikTok. I'm talking. Quick nap. Boom. 9 o'clock. It was like that. Didn't even take no time. Okay.
Easy.
Yeah. So 9 o'clock hits, and I'm like, hey, let me go on my phone. I'm looking. Let me try some new stuff because I'm adventurous. Like, go somewhere. I go to Wacky Bakery.
Wacky Bakery.
Yeah.
Okay.
They
okay.
make their own. It's an edible store. They have the lemonades. They have all of the treats. So all of it is infused. So I go purchase. Now I hadn't eaten since the night before. And now I'm riding around about to go look at what store I want to go to, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I ate the stuff in the car, and then I was like, okay, let me go to let's find something to eat. So I go get something to eat. Go get something to eat. Now by this time it's 11 o'clock. Okay.
Kind of late.
Yeah. the on the road, I go to the dispensary and I start freaking out because the edible's kicking in. When I tell you,
Uh-huh.
I was stoned. I thought about it. How did I get so stoned? Do you know what it was? I was in there talking shit in Wacky Bakery. You know, I do this, bro.
Uh-huh.
Like, make it, you know what I'm saying? And he said, bro, I got you. Don't even worry about it. So I'm driving. I'm on the road going back to the city. There's 6 lanes on a 3-lane highway. I pull over.
There's 6 lanes on a 3-lane highway, Liv?
Yes. So I pull over, right? Because this is not okay.
What is happening?
Exactly. And
Uh-huh.
I go in there, I'm stop, lock the doors, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna chill here, like sleep it. I'll be like an hour, right? I wake up, Erica.
And what
It's
happens?
8 o'clock at night. I'm still stoned.
Exactly.
Stoned. And I'm like,
damn edibles.
I'm gonna make it. I had to ride to the crib. It was like that for like 2 days. It was great.
No.
Amazing.
Oh God. I'm gonna get the big thing real quick and live. No more. No more. No more edibles for you. One time one of my friends, she was on them edibles and like she literally was thinking that like everything was about to end. She thought she was dying. And so like I wasn't there. I just know like part of the story. They had to like contain her and just like keep an eye on her because she was afraid, which is understandable, I guess. But guys, I want to tell you about the story of last night because it was funny. And if I wasn't, I guess, elevated, talking to the moon, I would have been able to actually record it. But I thought I recorded it, but I didn't. You guys, I didn't get them to do it. It just happened, but they were literally debating politics. You can't see the chat. Okay, I'll go back for
Oh
you, Shauna.
Lord.
Huh? What? Wait, what, Hector? What?
I said you got 2 guys to start debating.
Yes. Yes, I did. And it was funny. It was so funny. Okay. All right. It was funny to me. I don't know if it was funny to them though. So anywho's, I guess I was cute last night. I don't know. But when I got in, there was I didn't notice this person. I just went to go say hi to my friends, but I'm gonna call him old man. All right. So old man, all right, was like, I noticed when you first walked in. I was like, oh, that's cool. So like he pays for my drink and my food. And I'm like, okay, great, fantastic. All right. And it's not bad conversation. Learn a lot about the person. Am I gonna give you guys all the details? No, I just want to to the point to where they started talking about politics. All right. And so there was that. So after talking to the old man for like 30 minutes, he goes and does his thing. I'm doing my thing. All right. And this other guy comes along. All right. Cool guy. Like he's younger than me. But he's from the East Coast. So he has like that aggressiveness to him because that's how East Coast guys are, especially those from Baltimore. All right. And so he's just like that. And I'm like, huh, okay, all right. Smart guy. Finds out he has a degree in economics. I'm like, oh shit, Liv, we put it in the universe. Right, Liv? We put it in the universe.
Let's go.
I know that's right. We put it in the universe. So having great conversation, actually talking about like the markets. I'm learning stuff, which is pretty cool. He works in derivatives. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Tell me more. He tells me what it is. He explains it. I'm like, oh, that's very interesting. We started talking about darn going tax policy. It was fun. It was fun. I was like, oh, this is shit I like doing because I'm a nerd. So anywho, with that, yes, that's what he said, Corey. He said options and he was talking about metals. And I was all like, mm-hmm. Am I tracking? A little bit. Okay, anywho. So with that being said, I had to ask him the question, right? I say to this man, this beautiful, beautiful black man, hey, who did you vote for? He said, vote? I said, yeah, who did you vote for? He said, oh, I didn't vote. I said, hmm? Hmm? You didn't vote? He said, no, I didn't vote. And then he was like, yeah, fuck Donald Trump, but I didn't vote. I was like, oh, God, no. Oh, God, no. 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 Why? Why would you put me
Damn
in
it.
such a dilemma? Huh, Hector? What you say?
I said, damn it.
I know, right? God damn it. I was like, fuck, there's no way. And then he goes and he actually predicts the future. He said, there's no way I'm gonna get your number now, is there? I said, no. We can keep talking, but no. Absolutely not. And so like we're still talking about politics and stuff like that, trying to figure out why he didn't vote, right? And I'm gonna give y'all some options. All right, 1, 2, or 3. All right. The reason why he didn't vote is because he one hates black women. So that you think is that one in the chat. All right. 2, he voted for his wallet. All right. And 3, he voted because he doesn't believe in the political process. Which one do you think it is? 1, 2, or 3? 1, he hates black women. 2, wallet. 3, he doesn't like the political process. Someone put 1, 2, 3.
He definitely. I'm gonna say this right now. He definitely doesn't think women can lead.
I definitely believe that one also, but
I helped you out, chat. It's not that one. Got
It's
y'all
not.
back. I'm here for the chat today.
It's number 2. It was 2. And then he voted for his wallet because the way that it works for him is that basically the worse that Trump does, the more money he makes. And money is what pays for his kids' school. Money is, what takes care. He's able to do things with money. All right. And so like I'm trying to get him to see the human aspect of it all, like have some fucking compassion. Cause then he says that he's not cold, but I'm like, it's given apathetic. All right. So like we continue to talk about it. And my friend actually took a picture from it. I can't show you the picture because she was being weird from across the bar. But because it has his face in it and his friend's face in it, so I can't show you the picture. But here's what it gets fun. So we're talking about politics, and then the old man comes back, and old man is just sitting there while me and the young boy are talking. The old man is just sitting there. So young boy's on my left, old man's on my right. It was the funniest shit ever. All right. And the old man is just sitting there like this. He's just waiting. He's just waiting. And I know that he's listening. He's listening to all that's going on. And so he was like, the old man was like, Are you gonna take my number? Oh, partner, like calm down. Like, Jesus Christ. And so then they started talking to each other. And I was like, yeah, he didn't vote. And the old man was like, you didn't vote? And he was like, no, I didn't. He said, why would you do something like that? Right. And then the old man goes, he goes, look at us having stuff in common. We both voted. I thought that was a funny thing.
Bruh.
That's what the old man said. But then the old man kept talking and he started talking about local politics. If you ask me to remember what he said exactly, no, I don't. Then he started talking about state politics and it was very, very interesting. And he's actually very politically aware. And I was like, oh, he might be old, but. And so, yeah, but they got in like, they were like going back and forth for a good like 30 minutes with each other. Right. And I tried to record it, but I was high. I didn't do a good job. I'm sorry, guys.
Elevated on a plane in space.
I was talking to the moon. I was talking to the moon. And
talking to the moon.
Yes, that's what I was doing, talking to the moon. I'm almost 60, right? So it was a lot. I didn't know how to work a phone last night, but it was so fun because it got heated at one point where I thought that it was about to like. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yes, Liv, it's about to go down. And I did like this just in case I had to get up. But it was fun. It was fun. I should have recorded that. I got to be better at this content stuff.
That would have been something.
It would have. And I thought I recorded it, but my stupid AirPod, right? Because I didn't have my case, right? And so I had my AirPod because I only had one with me and I put it in my wallet. And my friend who was there, he was like, be present, be present. And I was like, I am being present, sort of. And he was like, no, take the AirPod off, be present. And I was like, okay, whatever. So maybe I should have kept the AirPod on, then I would have recorded it correctly and you guys wouldn't have got womp, 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 womp. But that's all we got, so I couldn't do it. Anywho, moving on. If you're not following my backup, you should go ahead and do it. You think Itchy voted? I know for a fact that Itchy voted. What? Hey, Liv.
You know what Diane did say? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good, Hector. Go ahead. I was about
I
to
was
ask an inappropriate question.
I was just going to say, Diane real quick mentioned earlier, and that I don't think that was the case with that dude you were talking about, but she did say he probably voted for Trump, and I've been hearing stories of a lot of men now after January 20th. They won't say who they voted, so they'll just say they didn't vote, even though they voted for Trump, because when you say you vote for Trump, they've been losing a lot of women. I'm in this Reddit group where it like talks about pickup. I only joined just to see where those are at. And you got a bunch of people going, second I mentioned I voted for Trump, I get rejected, man. And then another guy coming, it wasn't like this before. And I just got a good fucking laugh out of it. I'm not going to lie. I'm thoroughly reading this thread because that's exactly what they deserve.
Yes. And I didn't see that thread, but I heard somebody talk. I saw a video on TikTok about it. And I wholeheartedly agree because the data backs it up that nobody wants to have, bump privates with conservative men.
No,
but here's
it's
the other
gross.
part. Here's the other part. What I've been seeing. You know what people are saying that voted for Trump? They're accelerationists.
And I did ask him that also because he had mentioned like the system is going to fall anyways. I said, so you're an accelerationist. He's like, I don't know what that is. I said, you want to get to basically the end as quick as possible. He was like, well, and I was like, you know what? The more I talk to you, the more I don't like. I did ask him though. I said, could you commit in voting in 2026? And he said yes. And I said, will you commit to voting in 2026? And he said yes. I said, are you gonna vote in 2026? And he said yes. And I was like, I don't have time for projects. You didn't vote. I don't have time for projects. I don't.
Like, I think that's added a whole different dynamic to my singleness.
Mm-hmm.
Because now that I can like walk and whatever,
mm-hmm.
I hit the gym by the way too, Erica. You would have been proud of me today. Hit the gym today, and
I went
drank
to
water
today too.
Mm-hmm.
And you had water?
And had water.
Did you say something kind about yourself?
Fuck that. I'm sorry. But no. And I didn't say it because I don't say kind things about myself. There's a whole other reason Erica being petty right now.
I ain't shit. Don't tell me that I ain't shit.
But nah, I think that like I was talking to a friend, right? And they said something, and I'm talking about we've been rocking on and off for 15 years now, right? They have an investment firm that they got from their father. I also work for a nonprofit in the community. They Black AF, and they told me, and this is the part that kind of got me. They was like, "Yeah, while you're sitting here talking to people about, you know, this, I'm gonna help people get to some money because that's gonna liberate people." I said,
"At what cost?" Got
oh, it's a car. You know what the car means.
I love a good car profile picture.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Oh, look at your face. Hi, Kenny. How are you?
Good. Happy Monday to you.
I know that's right. Happy Monday. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, yes. I'm 72. I'm from California. I have never been so happy.
That's
Absolutely.
Tap the screen, y'all.
Can I ask just one question before we get into this?
Go ahead, Liv.
What kind of car is that? I can't see. I'm torn between a Cadillac. Looks like it could be a 72 convertible, but I can't really see it.
1959 Cadillac convertible.
Cadillac convertible 50. Okay. All right. I can't see that. You can tell with the headlights, not necessarily with the.
Yeah, the fins in the back.
I can't see those. It's too small.
Can
But
I?
Now I see. Now that I'm looking. Okay.
I need a favor from you all, guys. I need like 170 followers on the backup page to get to 2,000. So if you're not following the backup, can you please do so? I beg. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. Follow the backup, and we're gonna talk to Kenny, guys. So let's keep doing all the good things. Tap in the screen, sharing the live, taking care of the panel, knocking out the gift goals. Just keep doing all of the good things. Show TikTok that you want to be here. Okay. All right. I know what this means, don't you? Show like Liv, Hector, you know what this means? Okay, all right, cool. Okay, Kenny, I think that you've been duped.
Well, no, I kind of disagree with you. I am so happy the border is closed. Can you believe it? They had a person go over there from, I think it was CNN, that said there is no border crossings. That's good. It's accomplished. He said he would close the border, and he did it.
The border isn't closed, though.
Well, the crossings were 0 last month. That's pretty good.
Where'd you get that information? You said from CNN?
Yeah, CNN. It was on there, or maybe it was ABC. It was on the news tonight.
Did you get it from like Customer Border Patrol?
No, Fox News had a lady on there from a clip from ABC. Martha Radnich or Martha something. Martha. She's a famous lady at ABC, but she was legitimate, and she even said Trump really cleaned the border out. She went there, and there was no crossings. I was impressed.
Can I ask you a quick question about that? That's a beautiful car. What state are you?
I'm in California, and that was taken at Bakersfield, California, a car show.
That's amazing. Is it all original?
It's not mine. That's just a car I was taking a picture by.
Okay, but hypothetically, let's say it was yours, right?
Yeah.
Would you be able to drive that car into Mexico?
Would I drive it into Mexico?
No, could you take it, even if it wasn't that one? Like if you wanted to Mexico, could you?
Probably not, because my insurance won't cover me in Mexico.
It'll cover you up to 70 miles in Mexico.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go there.
I'm not asking if you would go. I'm asking, could you go?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I could.
So you could cross the border?
Yeah, I'm a legal guy. I'm a citizen. They did let me across.
And so once you're in Mexico, let's say you go 69 miles into Mexico, because it's 69 and it's 400 in here. could you be able to come back into this country?
I think so.
Across the border?
Yeah, I got real ID. I flew on an airplane, so I'm legal.
How would they know that you're legal?
Well, I have my marriage license, my birth certificate, California driver's license, and probably 6 credit cards and a check. I always carry on me for positive.
Okay, but here's the thing: how would they know unless you were to be stopped by them? What's the process?
Oh! I would show them my Facebook account, and that should suffice.
Facebook account.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm on Facebook. They'll be able to see me.
But you would agree with me that the border isn't closed because you can cross into Mexico and come back into the United States, right?
I mean the border where Bill Malusian from Fox News, where they showed all the people coming through the fence, not the border in Tijuana where you drive through. You're confusing me.
Wait a minute. Can you cross? I thought the border was closed.
Okay. No. Okay.
So the border's not closed.
You can drive through the border.
Okay, so the border's open.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
so it's not closed.
the fence they're building the wall. That part is closed. The illegal crossings are done. They're not swimming across the river anymore.
Well, because this is a racist.
But Liv, he said something earlier, Liv.
Yeah.
He said something. He said that there were 0 crossings, 0 illegal is the word. He's in quotation marks, guys. 0 illegal crossings. And I was like, that doesn't sound right. That just don't sound right.
Came in on planes.
Say it again.
What about the people that came in on planes?
What about the people? No, we're just talking about the people that are walking across the border.
But the majority of illegal, and I'm going to say illegals, but they're undocumented. Because just using his language, the majority of illegals come here on planes.
That is true. They do.
And overstay their visa. Who was he even talking about?
I don't know who he's talking about, but he just saying stuff at this point because there were over 6,000 crossings at the border, and they did have a high rate of apprehensions. So people are still crossing the border. Kenny.
Well, all right. Maybe they are, but if we had the TV on, if we would have had the TV on tonight at 4 o'clock, and you would have seen Newsmax and Fox News, they had a clear shot of the border and an aerial view with drones, and there was no crossings.
Just be the area that they showed you.
Yeah.
But the majority of undocumented people come over here on tourist and school and work visas, and the other 182 visas that we have in this country, and then they overstay those visas.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
Why would you focus on the couple that cross the border when the vast majority of undocumented people come over here on planes?
I didn't know anything about planes. I knew that Biden was.
Yeah, I know you're 72 years old. You probably aren't you? Aren't you older than the plane?
No, all I do, I watch Sean Hannity and Jesse Waters and Greg Gutfeld. In fact, tonight I'm not watching Greg Gutfeld. I'm talking to you. Well, no, Gutfeld's over.
Talking to me.
No, I'm talking to you guys.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Hey,
yeah,
Erica, you were saying something. I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
Do I remember is the question?
I forgot what I was about to say. That's why, because I'm gardening. So.
Oh, what I thought Trump did so good. What I like about what he did. The other thing he did, no tax on Social Security and no tax on tips. That's pretty good.
You already don't pay taxes on Social Security. That's the thing, though. You live in California. It doesn't charge a tax on Social Security. So how does that benefit you, sir?
Okay, well, no tax on tips.
You just saying stuff now, aren't you?
No, I'm saying what he said.
Yes. And so listen, he lied to you, friend. No tax on tips, right? People would have to itemize everything. Listen.
I'm
People would
hungry.
have to itemize. They would have to itemize, right? In order to get the deductions, right? They would have to itemize all of their earnings for an entire year, right? And
Yeah.
that would exclude them from the $15,000 deduction. So, like the standard $15,000 deduction. And they would have to have a CPA.
Liv,
Yeah, and I know this is
Liv,
big.
you're
Yeah,
missing something.
what I miss?
Kenny, you 72 years old?
Yeah, I was
You
just
still
trying to.
waiting tables?
No, I don't work. I'm retired. I used to
Then why
drive
do
a.
you care about no taxes on tips then?
I was trying to tell you the accomplishments that he's gotten achieved. That he said it's not for me. I mean, you paint him with he's not doing anything. He's moving so fast, people can't even keep up with him.
I get you.
I just got to tell you, he's doing something. He's just not on a golf course and he's not sleeping on a beach. So you got to give the guy credit.
Okay. So, Erica, please, I am very curious right now. And I don't know if it's because I've been gardening, but very curious. So stop me at any point. Right. But I'm just so curious, Kenny, 72 years old, you have lived a life.
Here we go.
Where were you born? I know you're in California now, but where were you born?
I hate to say it. I was born in Oakland, California, and it's terrible here in California.
72 years ago. So what year was that?
That was 1953.
53.
Yeah.
1953. So that means that means by like 65, you were like 12?
I have a question now.
65. Yeah, I was 12. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay. And so by 1970, you were like 17, 18 years old?
Yeah.
Okay. During the Nixon administration.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. So, Erica, remember what I said about people over the age of 60?
Mm-hmm.
Why should we even care?
Exactly. I was about to say, like, Kenny, you sound like a strong, healthy man. Why are you not still working? Why do we have to pay taxes to help your Medicare?
Oh, you don't? I still drive for Uber and I try to make a little extra money. So, but I pay with my medical. It costs you nothing. I have this plan, this other plan with my wife's work. So yeah, I'm not costing you guys any money. I'm very thrifty.
Hey, I gotta address this. Hey, Ian, I know that you're like the stalker, the weirdo. That's the only attention that I'll give you tonight. All right. As a self-employed person, I still have to pay taxes. You idiot. You idiot. You come around here on multiple accounts. You know better. You already know that I'm self-employed and everything that I do is via the business. You know that. Right? Stop being stupid. That's the nicest way to put it. You better thank God for this edible.
I think you're asking too much from him.
I know.
Hector, you're back.
They're just.
Hey, have you
I
been
can't
here?
say the D word. I'm sorry, guys. They're
Hey,
stupid.
Hector, have you been here? Or you just tapping back in?
I've been listening.
Okay. All right. So people Voting Rights Act, 65 Fair Housing Act was 1968. And then you have immigration passed also in 1968 that put quotas on immigration. Women had the ability to choose. What's that? 72? Well, I don't know, Roe v. Wade, whenever 70s, right? Then you also had some other legislation passed in the 70s. He was born before all that.
Yes, he was.
He's older than all. That's queer rights happened, right? Like queer people exist. Like
He's seen so much of the world change.
Yeah, from like the COLORED bathrooms.
No more colored people.
Oh, that's a bunch of
he went to an all when he was a child. Right?
He went to an all-white school.
No, I didn't.
All-white school. And
no, I
listen,
didn't.
but hear me out. He
Oh,
did,
God.
and when he was like 2 years old, because remind me, boy was 1955, but when he was 1 and when he was 2, he went into WHITE restrooms and drank. And his like mama like got because he probably got water or something like I don't know. I don't have kids, but I feel like kids drink water. So he would have like
Sometimes
yeah. And
they
so
be
like
like, I'm what do they say? Kids don't say thirsty. What do kids say? I'm thirsty.
mhm.
They say I'm thirsty. And then they say they want juice. And then you try to give them water and they say, I don't want water, I want juice. Well, you're not thirsty then. So there's that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
So
I disagree with your analogy about the race. I grew up in Tracy, California, and it was a little farm town. There was many many Spanish people, African American, and some people use racial epithets. I was a huge fan of Motown. I had black friends. I had white friends. Race is the farthest thing from my mind. I don't care what
When the
color.
last time you shook a black man, Kenny?
Probably
nope.
2 days ago at a car show. I went to the car show. God, why do you got me painted as some kind of troublemaker? That's crazy.
You know what's
How do they answer that
Erica,
question?
you know what's crazy?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I didn't talk about him at all. I talked about what society, what he had lived through. Like,
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I thought you were talking about me. I was listening.
Wait a minute. Did you pass the Civil Rights Act?
No, when you said what you were talking the year I was born, I thought you were referring to me, and I was like, that's not even right. God.
Because like listen, at the time you were born, the white population was nearly 90%. You watched it be cut in half. You've seen it. Like you've watched.
Hey, hold on. YouTube, if you're still listening, I'm sorry about that. I just be pressing buttons. That was my bad. I'm sorry, y'all. We should be back up and running YouTube and Twitch. Go ahead, Liv. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and like you've seen that. So like you went, like you was in Oakland, California. So like you know what the Watts riots.
Yeah, I've never.
Like you lived through Tupac, bro.
Yeah, I never got into any of that stuff. I've always just worked and done the right thing. I've never done anything wrong. I help out homeless people. I don't care. I give cash out. If I see somebody at 7-Eleven, I don't care what color they are. I give them money or I buy them a cup of coffee. I don't play any race card. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
God, I just
And
don't do it. My favorite lady on Fox News happens to be African American. She's beautiful. She's Harris Faulkner, and she even writes to me on TikTok. So Harris Faulkner, you ever heard of her? She's a
You know
sharp
what?
lady.
You know who found black women to also be beautiful? Some slave masters. Go ahead.
Oh God.
So
I had to say it because you said that. I don't know what was your reason for saying that, sir.
Well, no, I said Harris Faulkner because she's on Fox News and and I'm just telling you, I don't care what color they are because I like them all. She's good. God, I don't know. That's crazy.
Hey, Liv.
Yeah.
You know how like sometimes kids be playing with their toys and they can break them?
Yeah.
You haven't broken any toys in a while, and I don't know why. I don't think you like me. Don't.
I've
We're
been
not
trying
friends.
to turn over a new leaf.
No, it's not August yet.
Okay. All right. Skip it. Listen. How do you feel, Kenny, about the depopulation of the white race?
What is a depop? I'm not up on all these kind of terms. Depopulation. What do you mean D? Like?
Well, okay. So, when you were born, the white race made up 90% of the American society.
Okay.
United States of America.
Yeah.
Today, you barely make up 56%. Barely. Right?
Okay.
Within the next 10 years, you'll be the minority.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
White people have put black and brown people through chattel slavery, Jim Crow and segregation. You criminalized us. You imprisoned us. You enslaved us. You ate us. Right? White people. Right? And I think when we look at black and brown people becoming the minority, becoming the majority, a majority of minorities, right? And you have been responsible for the unaliving white. I'm talking about white people, the unaliving of 100 million indigenous people so quickly that it cooled the temperature of the earth because you were dirty, Kenny.
Mm.
You're dirty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Well,
so, Kenny,
yeah.
white women don't want to have sex with white men anymore. That are most likely to date outside of their race, and they are adding to your depopulation.
Okay. Well, I
The
don't know what I.
majority of the white race in America, in the United States specifically, is over the age of 65. All right, I got you. It's over the age of 65.
There you go.
Right? That means
Yeah.
that within the next 10, 15, 20 years, this country will be a black and brown country. And unfortunately for you, you won't be around to see it, right? And if you
No.
are, you may not know what's going on, but that's fine. That's fine. Because you have the younger generation. No, wait a minute. No, you don't. Because they don't have the college degrees to be able to move our country forward. Oh no.
I just was trying to order Indian food, but the store's already closed.
Oh no. Womp, 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 womp.
Womp womp.
And so my question for you is all of these things are happening,
Yeah.
right? And you are a white man from a white family. And what the data tells us is that you guys add to the population, right?
Yeah.
It shows us that 1 in 7 white men, right,
Mhm.
are child touchers.
Hmm.
So which one in your family is the child toucher?
A child toucher?
Yeah. Because white men most likely
Oh
to
God.
do these things, these crimes.
None of my family has done any
But
crime.
do you have 7 men in your family?
Men?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
One of them is guilty
Yep,
based on the
1 out of
numbers.
7.
Who is it?
Okay.
Who
I
is
don't know. My dad, my aunts.
Your dad? So
No,
was
I'm
your
just
dad.
saying. No, I'm just saying. I have of all the men in my family, I'd never heard of any of them being bad people. They
Oh,
work
so they hid
hard.
it from you. So they hid it from you.
They just didn't do that type of thing. You don't.
No, that's not what the data tells us.
Well,
Not what the numbers lie. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't.
Numbers don't.
They
That
don't
is
lie.
true.
1 in 7. So you said it was your dad.
I never heard of him ever. He never touched me improperly. I don't think he was happily married to my stepmom. He never.
Oh,
did
he was in the
anything wrong.
household? So he was an abuser.
No,
Because the
no,
data also tells us that he was more likely to be an abuser.
he was a truck driver from
Oh, really an abuser.
San Francisco. He was as honest as the day was long. He was a good guy. He died of cancer, but he never did anything wrong. I've never done anything wrong. I help people out.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad that you've really kind of picked me apart. I gotta admit, you won this game, but you know, if you rode around with me, say for a week, and we were doing errands, and we pulled into a 7-Eleven, there was some lady there hurting for food, I wouldn't even care. I'd go in and buy her a hot dog and a big gulp, and I wouldn't care what color they are. Yeah, I would. You don't even know me. That's pretty cool.
Now, I know you guys may be thinking the 424 people, they're like, oh, break the toy. No, this has actually been something that substantiates something that I've always believed, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All white people are racist, right? Because during the time of slavery, the majority of white people didn't own slaves, right? It was the top percent, just like today, right?
Yep.
But slavery was a part of our economy, so they go rent us. They can use us. They would control us. They would do all of the things. You know what I mean? Read the book, like it's there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the other white people, they saw what was happening to black people, and they didn't do anything. Right? What they actually did was compartmentalize themselves from oppression, which is one of the worst things you could do. You see something, say something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? And Kenny here, he saw Brown v. Board. He lived it, right? The Civil Rights Act, Voting Rights Act, Fair Housing Act, integration of women in regards to being able to be a part of our financial institutions, rode weight, and was old enough to understand within our society what's going on while all of these things were happening. He saw Ronald Reagan pump metric tons of booger sugar and brown sugar in our communities. He lived in that same community.
Yep.
And he didn't do anything. He didn't stop it. He didn't protest. He didn't band together with his other friends. He didn't educate himself at all because the tokenism and the microaggressions and the macroaggressions that have happened were absolutely disgusting. He saw what was happening in the 2010s, 2020s, and today. And still, he voted alongside the Klan, who is now eroding 150 years of progress made by Black people, by Dr. King, Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, Harriet Tubman. He voted for a man that wants to dismantle all of the progression that we've made in his own lifetime. The progression of women, the progression of queer people, the progression of Black people. He stood by and saw it and did nothing, and then turned around and voted alongside the Klan. And he truly believes that he is a good person because he'd buy somebody a hot dog while voting alongside the Klan.
Okay, well, you got me beat. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye to you guys. I don't feel that good. I feel like you guys really got me, and I'll give you a 5-star
This
rating.
is the problem. No, this is the problem, Kenny. This is the problem, right? Because you're still alive. You're still alive. Blood still beats through your veins. And instead of engaging in this conversation, right? Run.
No,
You're gonna run. What I said is the truth. It is based on what you have told me. This is the truth. And when faced with the truth, instead of standing here like a man, like the good man you said your father was, turn tail and run. Instead of sit up here and understand and learn how and what direction you can be a better person, a better man, and not to make failed decisions like vote alongside the Klan. Go ahead, Kenny. Run. Don't be a good person.
I don't have all the knowledge you have about
But you could sit up here and ask me a question.
Politics, and
That's fine. Sit up here and you can ask me a question. You can learn, Kenny. I can point you in the right direction. I can give you a couple of books to read. Eric has a wealth of knowledge for you, right? But instead of doing that, when faced with the truth of this country, you'd rather run.
Yeah.
How does this conversation make you so unhappy?
Well, the guy here, he's really kind of degraded me. I don't have any defense. You got me painted as racist. You got me painted as a guy who, is kind of like not measuring up to your standards on the site. So it was probably time for me to say goodbye.
That's not true. That's not true, right? Because if I believed that you weren't worth talking to, I would have let you leave, and I wouldn't have this conversation with you. I wouldn't have. I would have told you to go on. Goodbye. Played some skedaddle music, and then we would have went back talking about some Black AF things. Right?
Right.
But what I believe, Kenny, I believe that you are faced with the truth. And instead of dealing with the truth that you've known all your life, you're going to turn tail and run like the majority of people. Right? When faced with the truth of white supremacy, you understand the harm that it happens to people. You don't want to be associated with that. Right? But you understand the privilege that comes with that subjugation. You understand that. You lived through it. You watched it. You've also watched it eroded.
I think if you would have been, say, growing up in Tracy, and you would have known me, say, in 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and all through school, you'd probably say, "That guy's not racist. He's not a
Hold
on. He's an easygoing guy." But
this
you
is a
got
Kenny, this is a teachable moment here, right? All white people are racist. But you know what? Me as a Black man, you tell me which white person is harmful.
God.
Right?
Okay. All
And
right.
so
Think about it though, Kenny.
I'm gonna say again, Kenny, all white people are racist, but you can't tell me which person is harmful. Me as a black man, I know white people are harmful. If you were a harmful white person, I wouldn't be having this conversation with
Okay.
you. Right?
Well, all right. I just want to tell you it was a pleasure talking to you guys. You guys are nice people, and I really I think
Running. You're running
Yeah.
from the conversation because it makes you uncomfortable.
yeah, it does. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, I'm not a racist. I'm not
Wait
gonna
a
be a
minute. You ever
racist.
thought why? You ever think about why are you uncomfortable right now?
Well, because you guys are painting me with a brush that I'm
Wait a
really
minute. Wait a minute.
like I'm really not.
Indictment. The only indictment that I've made of you is that you have witnessed history. And the other indictment, the second one, is that you stood by and did nothing. Right? But you have the power to control an entire society. Were you president of the United States?
No.
No. Is it logical for me as a black man to tell you to change 400 years of American history to make it not harmful to black people?
No.
No. The thing I told you is that you can be a better man.
Exactly. That's it.
Why?
It's time to rumble.
I'm not. I just, it's not that I'm running. It's just, even my wife's right here. She would tell you I'm not this. So I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, you guys are a little bit better than most, and I want to thank you for your time. But yeah, I don't want
It's
to.
time to rumble.
No,
Rumble in your house.
it's not time to rumble. I mean, it's just
That's
time.
what she just said. I heard her. She
Oh,
said it's
she's
time to rumble.
talking
You
to
know
the
what
little.
rumble
She has
means.
2 cats, and she's throwing this little ball around with the cats in the hallway. She doesn't go on TikTok that much, but you guys have a real agenda, and I was just can't keep up with it because you guys painted me with a brush that I'm not even anywhere near. It's too bad some of my friends couldn't join your little crowd here.
I painted you with a brush.
Personally, he's a good guy.
This is called. So what this is called is Darvo.
I know it's Darvo.
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 No, I know you know. I know you. I just
Sorry,
wanted to
Liv.
say it for the chat. That was a clever way of saying it for the chat.
He is he's so Kenny.
Yeah.
No, seriously. Like, do you understand what inherently racist means though?
Yeah. I don't.
What does it mean?
They're prejudiced against African Americans, I guess. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, but no. The inherently part, not inherent, but inherently racist, not inherent, I should say. This means that based off of your position in society, that you hold racist ideas and biases that may actually be some implicit and some unconscious.
Yeah.
All right. So for you to say that you aren't racist is like you're negating the system in which you live in.
He was born during segregation.
You were born during segregation, but you weren't segregated against.
No, I wasn't. And at least I can admit you guys have a lot more knowledge about all this than I do. At 72, I go about business. I help people out, and I don't care about their color. I just
individualism.
What?
That's rugged individualism.
I never even heard that.
Man.
Never even heard that term before. You guys are
So
saying
I can
stuff
tell you
I've
what it.
never
Would you
heard.
like to know what it means?
Yeah, what is it?
Right. It's and I'm just going to paraphrase. Right. It's the idea that it's only about you are only responsible for your choices, your actions in life, and you yourself, an individual, are the one that progresses your life for the positive or for the negative. The problem in that, you live in the United States of America. That's a society, right? A civilization that people, right, live and prosper together, not individually. There's no such thing as an individual. You talk about your father, right? And in the way you talked about him, I bet you had an amazing relationship with him, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, right. And if he made you the man you are, You're not an individual. You carry the experiences that he gave you. Same with your mother, your teachers, your friends, your girlfriends, your cousins, your family. We live in community together. The idea of being an individual just goes against our nature.
Yeah.
Right? So when you live in a society where you see these things happen, do nothing, it becomes problematic. No one expects you to change the system. But tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we can start reading a book or two. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, and that's easy. That's like, look, you did a lot of micro and macroaggressions up here. A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Harm for the black people. Dehumanizing, right?
Yeah.
Threw us up as a barrier when faced with race and racism. Don't do that. And the only way you know not to do that is to understand what these things are.
Okay.
I know how to be able to identify it. And then, because if you can identify it, you can say something when you see your friends doing your people.
Okay. That's
Mm-hmm.
all right. Well, I want to clear it up. I'm not a racist. I'm not.
Yeah, he ain't got it yet, Liv.
Nope.
He's not ready. He's not ready.
White guilt. White guilt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, I'm not experienced like you guys. At least I'm big enough to admit you guys are way ahead of me on the spectrum. I'm just a plain Jane guy. I don't have all this knowledge you guys have, but you know, I wish I got more
You're
knowledge.
the reason that Trump is in office. Right? He's saying black people should no longer be citizens in this country. That he wants to put 65 million Hispanic people in the alligator outfits. Right? He's eroding civil rights legislation. He's allowing for dookie water to be in black communities. He's increasing your taxes. Your kids and your kids' kids are going to have to deal with the decisions you made in November for their entire lives. He's made it harder for them. He's eroded public trust. He's brought back supremacy and racism. There are Klansmen marching through the streets because of your vote. So you say that you don't do anything to harm anybody. That vote is costing people their lives. It's costing women their lives. It's costing queer people and trans people their lives. Migrants are unaliving in ICE custody. They're losing their lives because of the vote you had.
Okay. All right. Got it.
What are you going to do about that? That's a lot. What are you going to do to you caused a lot of damage with your vote. If you are an honorable man that you say you are, what are you going to do different? What are you going to do to stop harm to black and brown people? Because your vote caused it.
Well, I guess in my own special way, I'll just then go out of my way to help out people a little bit more than I do. I usually have a $50 a month budget to help people out. I'll make sure I increase that to at least 75 on my Social Security.
How about this? How about this? With that 50 and 75, right? You specifically give it to black and brown people.
Okay, you don't live here where I live. There's all kinds of different people. There's
No, I understand that. What I'm asking you to do is intentionally give it to black, brown people.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll cut the white people out and I'll do that. Yeah, I will definitely do that. Just, you know, I've rented rooms out in my house in the past.
Absolutely.
And I rented out rooms to African Americans. The best guy I ever had here was a guy named Rashid Irby, nice black guy to a divorce.
This is a form of tokenizing.
Yes, you're throwing him up, and when confronting race and racism, you're throwing a black in front of it to say that you're not racist, to prevent you from having accountability.
You act like I don't know. You just, yeah. Okay, well, I can admit I got
so much to earn at 72.
Yeah.
So much.
It's a lot, huh? I didn't know you were living your whole life as a racist, did you?
No.
Yeah, it's
No.
a lot. I know.
Okay.
I understand.
But wouldn't it be understandable though, because this entire society is on the subjugation of black and brown people?
But Liv, how do you expect this 72-year-old white man to have ever thought about the subjugation of black and brown people, and he's a white man who has all the privileges
He
that the
got to
U.S.
see
has to
Dr.
offer.
King.
Who says
He heard him
King?
talk when he was alive. James Baldwin, Annie Lou Hamer,
I know.
Marcus Garvey,
I know. I know. Bayard Rustin.
Bayard Rustin,
Bayard motherfucking Rustin.
Malcolm. I know we heard
The
Malcolm.
architect. Yep.
What? Listen, white people were 90% of the population when the civil rights movement was happening,
That is true.
and they swayed white America to
Sweet.
legislation. He saw it. Like, how can he say that these things I don't live through it, literally.
I
know, but
you put a lot on my plate tonight, and I want to just say you guys are very effective. You're very knowledgeable, and you've got me beat. And
wait, you used to go to like church on a Sunday.
I do
and
go
at
to
noon,
church.
You were at a picnic.
Well, to a car show in the afternoon, and it was a great car show. There was all kinds of ethnic people there, different kinds of cultures.
Okay, I don't feel good about breaking this one. We're just gonna let it go.
I wouldn't. So
I know you weren't trying. It's did get educational, which
So-
I appreciate, but I'm hungry.
Okay,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
faint.
I'll let you go. Enjoy your meal. It was a pleasure talking to you. Okay, and I'll give you a 5-star rating. I'm sorry if I irritated you.
All
but
right, go to
have a good
Google.
I just
evening.
followed
Give me
you,
my
Kenny.
5
You can
star.
come on back. Come back,
Okay.
now, Kenny. I followed you.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Mhm.
Kenny. Thank you so
All
much
right.
for being here. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah, I'm hungry.
What are you gonna
to
eat?
Food. I don't know. I found another like Indians, but I don't know them.
Butter
So
chicken?
no, I don't. I like all things spicy. So I can get like a spicy chili chicken that they have and some because I know it's not pronounced Vindaloo anymore. Shout out to Hector. It's Vindaloo. Oh, I love biryani. I have had lamb biryani is like everything. I absolutely love lamb biryani. But yeah.
I take this moment to give big flowers to fucking live here. All that shit because
Right? He be
Lord knows couldn't be
I
me.
appreciate it. Listen,
Couldn't be.
With
I
that
felt like
being
you
said,
did.
I feel like y'all aren't showing Liv enough love tonight. I'm not exactly sure what's happening. I don't do this often, guys, and y'all know that. But like, can we please show Liv to be some love, please? Can we show man some great? I seen y'all in the comments saying this is so educational. I'm learning so much. You guys are saying all these things. But what is happening? Thank you all. We appreciate you. Sure. Okay, so I'll be right back, guys. Y'all know y'all should know books. Liv, they're asking for book titles. I'm gonna go get my two that I like.
Well, let's see. Let's see what I got.
I'm gonna need y'all to give this man his flowers. All that fucking deconstruction on the fly, on the spot, with all the patience and love and understanding to the organizer. I appreciate that. Big up, big respect.
I appreciate that, Hector.
All right, I get back to picking up white women.
What happened? What happened? What? Why are we laughing? I want to laugh. I want to laugh. Why are we laughing?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Why are we laughing?
Oh my god! Hector was like, man, big ups, Liv, big ups, Liv. I was like, I appreciate you, bro. He was like, all right, I gotta go picking up white women. Oh my
That's
gosh!
Hector.
Since we winding down,
Yes.
coming to that time. If
Yes.
y'all want to show someone, can y'all just go to thelastcookout.com?
Yes.
Thelastcookout.com. You can
Yes.
get some amazing merch. Some amazing merch. I have some super 92% Erica that I've been
You have
working on.
92% merch now?
Yes, and I thought about you, and I thought about Mermaid.
Okay.
It's
bet.
coming. I haven't dropped it yet
Uh-huh.
because I'm gonna give y'all the mock-ups. Tell me what needs to go on the website and
Okay.
what y'all like, and we're gonna work it out. We're gonna make it happen.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
It's dope though. I ain't gonna
Okay.
lie. But I got a couple of pieces here. I'm not gonna show the other ones.
I would like to see them, so please do show.
This one?
I gotta keep reading this book. I'll wear that shirt. I need that shirt in black or in the green color. I'll wear that shirt.
All I gotta do is give my we have this one. This one is a classic. This is a classic. Police
Yeah.
everywhere, justice nowhere.
It's true. That's a
This is
statement.
an all-time. This is an all-time favorite one right here.
Oh yeah, the cult. It's a cult.
It's a cult.
I think that's like the only one I don't have.
Why?
I
Well,
don't
I don't
know.
think you
I
have
don't
this
have
one.
that one.
And I have a whole line of these coming out.
Oh, I did that. He did do that.
Explosive diarrhea, all types of in real life. The Dookie one is on the website already.
Oh, and guys, don't forget, if you're still here and you did donate this past Friday, your name is going on the wheel and we're gonna spin it. It's the Petty Ultraviolet wheel. All right, so you never know what's gonna happen. Never know. But you're gonna get a t-shirt from Live to Be Great via thelastcookout.com. Yes, you are.
I'll show this one and then one more. But this one I think is great. Slavery was legal, the smaller cost was legal, segregation was legal. Legality is not a guide for morality.
See, that one, I feel like if people had to read that one, they'd be staring at me for too long. Then I'm gonna get an attitude. That's just how my brain works.
Oh, oops, my bad. Wrong.
Wrong.
That's the wrong one, Erica. I'm sorry.
That was so. I saw a video about that. It was a black couple, and like they was showing how they would have played it off, and then like he was doing CPR on her. It was so funny, and the girl was like, "Yeah, Coldplay." I would have played that off damn fast. Yeah, that shit would have got played. Is this the one, Liv?
This is the last one. This is the limited edition one. If y'all like this one, send Erica. It's $100. It's a premium hoodie. It's an Adidas hoodie. I totally understand why you want to cover your face. Okay.
Yeah, take it off.
I just wanted to show that one. If you want that one, y'all got Erica links. Send Erica $100. Say hoodie, username, and then I'll get your size and all, and we'll make it happen.
Yes. Yeah. If you want one, just let us know, and then we'll go from there. Liv says $100. All right, so you can send it, and we'll get you your hoodie. That hoodie right there. Like, I think if you get that hoodie, you have big cojones. All right, you got moxie is what you have. You got moxie. That's what you got. Chutzpah. All right, guys, it's like 9:00 here on the West Coast. It's time for me to go get some sleep. Liv, thank you so much for hanging out. You're the friggin' best. You, Hector, Santana, y'all are awesome. I appreciate y'all. All right, I gotta get Kiana to come hang out with me one night. I have to get her. We're gonna work on Kiana. I gotta get her over here. I know, right? Shauna, thank you so much for always hanging out. I think we only went 1 hour over, which is a good deal. All right. Hold on one moment, y'all.
I don't know what happened to your sound, but we can't hear you.
Oh, I know you. I'm talking to my
Oh,
my technology.
I
I'm doing
got
something because I'm still on YouTube and Twitch. Hold on. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. It's okay.
No, all good. Came back up here to say because some of y'all comments got a little too wild. I was Ubering, okay, in Austin, Texas, which is 97% marshmallow. So statistically, I can drive 8 to 10 hours and maybe see 2 niggas if I'm lucky. Majority of people I pick up are much white women. All right, that's it. That's all. Chill out. Black queens forever. Snow buddies every now and then. All right, bye.
Get the hell off my panel. Oh, that was funny. All right, guys. All right. YouTube, Twitch, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, y'all. I appreciate you all. If you're not following me on either YouTube or Twitch, by all means, go ahead and do so. Everything with Erica is the name, is right here. I promise. Everything with Erica is the name, is right there. All right. So follow me there. It's free. I promise that you don't have to spend no money to do so. All right. And because what we're trying to do is we're trying to build up the YouTube. I'm so close to having all of the watch hours, and I'm super close to having 1,000 followers. In my mind, having like almost 700 is super close to having 1,000. So there's that. I can put the book Rex in the thing, and I will do that in the Discord. We're not doing pickle time tonight. No. But thank you for asking, Jack. All right. So I like the history of white people. It basically talks about the idea of whiteness and basically how it spread throughout the Western world. It's a really book. All right. And I liked, of course, Stamped from the Beginning. You can never go wrong with Stamped from the Beginning. All right. Great book. All right. Ibram X. Kendi. And of course, Black as Fuck History by Michael Harriot. This is the absolute favorite book. I like this book because it tells it in like a easy to read comedic way. He has great timing, by the way, even via the written word. Fantastic, fantastic writer here. So yeah, I'll put those in the Discord. If you're not a part of the Discord, then you should like totally be there. All right. If you are in love, get in the Discord. All right. Let's get in the Discord. And then like guys, somebody hope Mr. Ty need your help. I need to be held to this. I have to dedicate an hour of my time to doing something very important tomorrow because trying to help an organization and my function sucks. So I'm saying it out loud in front of 309 people so I can hold myself accountable. I'm gonna dedicate an hour to it tomorrow. So that way I can get some of the work done. So there we go. I'm dedicating an hour to it. Okay. With that being said, Twitch and YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate